Hello, everybody. Welcome to another live stream. I haven't done one of these for a while. It is Thursday night, which is the usual day I used to do these live streams. But I've just had a few things going on in my life lately, and I just haven't been able to get one. But I really wanted to do this tonight because there's just been a lot of movies out lately and TV shows and stuff that I've been watching, and I just really wanted to, answer some comments and stuff just for a bit of fun. And I've got no one better to do that with me than James Lack, the movie bug, who I'll just bring in right now. I'm sure you all know him. Hello, James.
Hello. Hello.
Hi, James. How are you, mate?
I'm good. Thank you for having me on, mate. I've got to say, how dare you take time away from YouTube to do your own personal things? How dare you?
I know. Terrible, isn't it? But yeah, it's very time consuming. I know we just spoke off camera, but yeah, more than I ever thought it'd be.
I can only imagine.
So, what have you been up to, mate? Have you been watching anything decent lately, or?
To be honest, lately I've kind of been going back to a lot of old classic American films like Ben-Hur and Lawrence of Arabia and stuff like that. And I got my birthday present today from my parents, because even though my birthday's in like another week and a half, it turned up and they said, "Oh, you can have it." I've got it sitting right here actually. So this is what I'm going to be cracking into.
Yeah, I spoke to you about this one. Yeah.
So that's probably all you're going to see from me next month for my end of the month video. It's just going to be loads of Clint Eastwood movies.
Oh, he's a great director and a great actor as well. So I'm sure you're in for a few treats there. Yeah. And I've mentioned a few. Have you watched any of them yet?
The only film in that set I've seen is American Sniper. I'm very uneducated on Clint Eastwood, so I'm very excited to get in there.
Yeah. I mean, he's just one of the best of all time, isn't he? I mean, he's still making them now. I think he's like 95 or something.
Yeah, he's got one out. Is it the cinema or it's on some streaming service? I think he's got something. He's got something out at the minute, hasn't he?
I think it's called Cry Macho or something.
That's it. Yeah. So.
Yeah. We've only got 5 in the room up to now. It's usually a bit more than that straight away, but maybe it's just loading up or something. I don't know. But. Yeah, we'll just get into a couple of comments. There's only a couple at the minute, but
okay. I'm sure
review corner says reminder set. I hope you got the reminder review corner. So we got E.T. the Pedo. Well, according to Rob, Rob's warned me very many times about this character. Hey guys, how are you? Do any of you watch the YouTuber It's Just Kira?
No idea. No idea.
I'm sorry, I don't. I'll try and find it though, and see if I can find it on YouTube. But
I don't know if that's a YouTuber in the community or a big YouTuber, but to be honest, I'm useless. Like, there's people in the community, like there's some people who pop on Rob's streams, which will be going on at the minute. I ain't got a clue some of them are, to be honest. So I'm useless with people in this community, let alone all of the other big YouTubers.
I'm in a big group chat with them all, and I'm just like, wow, who are all these people like? So I'll have to I just haven't had the chance to follow everyone, but hope I will soon. Sorry, I've just lost the comments there. Hey, what's up? Hello, the viewer Drew. Thanks for coming along, mate. The review corner is here, so hello, thanks, mate, for coming along. C Cypher, who's always in these streams. Jordan, it's good to see you back dominating Thursday nights again. A big thanks to you and James for streaming tonight. Hopefully Big Paulie isn't too jealous. Oh yeah, I watched your little live stream with Big Paulie. It was really enjoyable, mate. You got a lot of comments and lots to answer.
Yeah. Paul, do you know, it was really cool to have Paul on finally, but it's really funny because like the last few, like the week before when I done a solo episode, I had to end it a bit early. And because there was just not as many comments, because when you get to episode 29 of constant live streams, people burn out a bit. But when Paul come on, Jesus, I couldn't get to the end of the comments.
Yeah, he's quite big in the YouTube community, isn't he? I like that comment. He's the godfather of the old ones, and you're the godfather of the young ones.
I didn't know how to feel about that. I was like, oh, is that a title I want? I just like being me.
We withdrew. What's a movie you feel wanted a great actor? Phantom Menace wasn't a great actor. Phantom Menace wasn't a great actor. Phantom Menace wasted Liam Neeson. Case 39 wasted Bradley Cooper. Do you think Liam Neeson is wasted in Phantom Menace?
Absolutely not. I love him as Qui-Gon. That's the wrong person to ask. You know what I'm like with the prequels.
Yeah, James. There's only one Star Wars movie we don't like, isn't it, James?
Yeah, exactly. I hope we're thinking of the same one.
No, to be honest, I quite like it. I was just talking on behalf of you.
Yeah, everyone knows my opinion on that one.
I must admit, The Phantom Menace is my least favourite Star Wars movie. But I've only seen it the once. I've only watched them prequels once, and I was just getting a bit lost, to be honest, with what was going on. But I didn't mind Liam Neeson in it. He was okay. Case 39. I haven't seen that one.
No, I haven't. I'm trying to think of a movie now that wasted an actor.
Oh yeah, that is actually the question, isn't it?
Yeah. I can't think of one off the top of my head, though. That's the thing with these streams. Like, if you give me 5 minutes to go away and think about it, I think I could probably come back with a good answer to questions like this, but on the spot.
Well, I feel like, I don't know if this is the right answer because the film isn't very good, but I was going to say, well, I don't mind the first one, but I know you hate it, Venom 2. But I don't think Tom Hardy, I think he's very wasted as that character. I just wish he was a better MCU character because... Yeah. When he's Eddie Brock, he's not really very lively. He's always he's always down and fed up with this Venom character. And when he becomes Venom, you hardly see him. It's all just like this CGI thing. So I wish he was a better MCU character. In all honesty,
I think Tom Hardy's such a good actor. It's a shame that he is just wasted on Venom. Definitely.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Maybe Javier Bardem. I think that's how you say his name, is the villain in the 5th Pirates film. Maybe. Really cool actor, crap villain.
I've only just watched the 4th one. I have not seen the 5th yet. That's next. So I've heard the 5th one isn't very good.
I really hate it.
Yeah.
It's the only Pirates film I dislike, but it's not just a bad movie. I have like many grudges against that film.
What did you think of the 4th one, by the way? Because honestly, I heard it was terrible and I quite liked it.
I liked it, yeah. I mean, the first 3 for me are they're like 7 and 8 out of 10. I maybe even give the first one a 9. 4 was like a 6 out of 10, but I still thought it was good. It was entertaining enough.
Yeah. I enjoyed. You know what? I really didn't like the 3rd one, but I don't know. I just thought it really dragged for me. But I did like the 4th one a little bit better. But
yeah, I like the 3rd one for the final act. I love the final act when the 2 ships are going around the maelstrom, and that's really cool. And I like seeing Barbossa be a good guy because I love Barbossa.
He's an all. Oh no, he shows up at the end of the 2nd one. Is that him?
Yeah. I still remember sitting in the cinema as a kid watching number 2, and this was like the first time I think I was ever hyped in the cinema. When he walked down the stairs at the end, I was like, oh, what?
And doesn't he just like bite the apple or something?
Yeah. It was to tell me what you done by ship. I was like, oh my God. Because they don't do that with films anymore. If there's someone coming back, they'll announce it. They don't keep it secret anymore.
Yeah, I agree, yeah. Okay, we'll go to the next comment. James, are you going to do an unboxing for the Eastwood box set? Oh, very good idea.
I will. I was debating whether to take it out the shrink today on camera, but I thought, as it's a birthday present, I'll open it with my parents. So,
when's it your birthday, James?
The 7th, so it's a couple of weeks off.
7th of November.
Yeah, but it came in the post, and it's an expensive set, so my mum didn't pay for all of it, and she went, "You can just open it." And I don't really care about my birthday anymore. I've gone past 21. So I don't really care anymore. So I was like, I don't need it on the day. Might as well open it and start enjoying it.
Yeah. I think closer to your birthday, you should still show it on the channel, but it's up to yourself.
Oh, yeah. I think I'll definitely do a video on it. I'll probably do one within the next week on it. Damn me.
What? I wonder if we'll get a full Clint Eastwood ranking in about 10 years' time when you finally watch them all.
You know what? I might have to do that. That's a good idea. As I watch them, I'm going to start a little letterbox ranking.
Yeah. Well, you've done one with all the horror movies, so why not?
Yeah, I've done the horrors, the Godzillas, Eastwood next.
Midsummer wasted Will Poultier, Interstellar weighted Matt Damon, and Alien Covenant weighted James Franco. I kind of agree with Will Poultier in Midsummer. I did like him in the movie, but yeah, I mean, he could have been used a little bit better because I think he's a really good actor. Matt Damon in Interstellar, yeah. Am I thinking of the right film here?
Yeah,
Yeah.
He's like the villain, isn't he? Sort of.
Yeah. Alien Covenant. Oh, that film is out my memory.
Do you even count James Franco being in that film? Because he's the body in the first 5 seconds that just burns.
Yeah.
In that thing, he's in. I don't know. Remember when the film come out? They done like a 5-minute teaser for the film clip before they went in their sleep, and James Franco's in that. But in the film, he doesn't even get a line.
Yeah, so he is definitely wasted then, I think. But he probably survived it, to be honest. It's probably a blessing in disguise because I just thought that film was bad. So
yeah. He checked out early. He probably read the script and went, "Kill me."
Yeah. It's my friend Jamie McLeod. All right, boys. Ron's Gone Wrong was worth a watch. Nearly cried towards the end. Yeah, and he told me he was going to see it. I really want to see this one. It looks like a really fun animated film, and the trailers they look quite funny, to be honest. But have you seen anything of this one, James?
I know of it because I've got a poster for it. Funny enough, I've got a poster for it when I went to see Dune. They were giving out Dune and Ron's Gone Wrong posters. But yeah, no, I don't think I'll see it in cinema, but I'll probably watch it when it comes out home release.
Yeah, just saving that one. I know. Yeah. I mean, if I didn't have someone to look after, I probably would have went to see it. But yeah. I mean, I hope I might squeeze it in. It depends because it might stay on the cinema for a while. It's a kids' movie, and it's probably gonna do well, I think.
Yeah, I mean, the cinema is so busy at the minute. Like, there's so many films that have come out. Like, I'm surprised that like some films have chosen to come out now because it's such a busy period.
I think like 4 of them come out last week, or 3 of them in the same weekend. Yeah. And nothing came out the week before it. It was like Bond, and then hardly anything, and then like Venom 2, Halloween Kills, and The Last Duel in one weekend.
Yeah.
I wish The Last Duel would have come out the week before. Just maybe we've got a few more people going to see it.
I feel so bad for that film. It was really good. And no one's seeing it.
Yeah. Well, I actually went with Jamie, who's commenting now, and we both loved it.
That's good. I loved it as well. I thought it was really. I think I've got it like number 7 or 8 on my ranking this year.
Yeah, same. I've got it about that high. But Chris Stuckman done a video today on it saying it's a shame that it's bombed and stuff because these big actors are in it. Big director, and because it's a new IP that no one really knows, no one's really going to see it. It's not like the next Avengers film or anything like that. And he just said it's a real shame. So
yeah, it's funny. I was talking to my colleague at work about this today, and it's like the current state of cinema where there's still really good films coming out. It's just if it's not part of the franchise, people just won't know.
Yeah, so it like for future films when people have got original ideas. Doesn't really help, does it? So
no, they're just going to be small films now. You're not going to get these big budget original idea films anymore.
Yeah, and it's a shame because it's a very unique film with all the different viewpoints and stuff like that. So yeah. E.T. the Pedo, well, according to Rob. Jordan, did you find Line of Duty ending disappointing, and are you looking forward to Series 7? I didn't find it as disappointing as most people did. I know there was a lot of outcry the way it ended, and people were just like really, really disappointed with it. But I didn't dislike it as much as everyone else, but it could have been better. See, I feel like they've done it like this to do a Series 7. Because that show is just the viewing figures are off the scale. So I know you haven't watched it yet, James. Is that right?
I know. I heard the comparisons with the last episode to Series 8 of Game of Thrones, though.
Yeah. I don't think I was more disappointed with Game of Thrones, definitely.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's a really good series to get into, mate. I'll definitely do it.
No, I will do it at some point. It's high on my list to do.
Yeah. Winslow says hello Winslow. Sorry, I just skipped the comments again, like I always do. I found. Hang on. Don't look at a minute, James, because it might reveal the end there.
What film's it?
Oh no, it's not. It's okay. It's okay.
Okay.
The line of duty ending he's talking about
Oh,
the
right.
big reveal. H was and B the way they revealed it was crap. Something doing the bad reveal in a good way can make it up for reveal being bad. So I was trying to process the end of the comment.
I'm just keeping quiet on this one. I ain't got a clue.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I was disappointed with the reveal of H. I'm not gonna lie, because when I look back in the series, some of it doesn't really add up. Put it that way. When you see things in the series, the episodes before, I was just thinking, how is that kind of possible? So, yeah, I sort of agree. If that makes sense, yeah. The end of the comments, I was getting a bit lost there, mate. But yeah, I know what you're saying. Going to see last night in Soho tomorrow. Really looking forward to watching this movie. Will you both be going to see it tomorrow or in the near future? And are you hyped for it also? All right, you James, you going to see this one?
Yeah, I'm seeing it tomorrow evening with my friend Luke. And yeah, I just love Edgar Wright, so that's more than enough reason to go. And I like the three main actors in it as well, so
yeah,
I think it should be a good one.
Yeah, going to see it myself tomorrow. 6:30 booked in for. Yeah, but I really like that. I forgot her name. She's off Jojo Rabbit. She's a really great actress.
Is it Thompson or something like that?
It's not Madeline McKenzie, is it?
No, I don't.
I forgot her name.
Let me see if I can find it quickly.
Thomas and Mackenzie, right?
That's it, Thomas and Mackenzie. Yeah, you were right. Yeah, but yeah, no, she's great. She's really good.
Yeah, but the main reason for me, I know Edgar Wright's a big director and stuff, but Anya Taylor-Joy, I gotta go and see it. But yeah, it looks. Have you ever watched Black Mirror?
Yes.
Yeah. I think it's got a bit of that about it, but the way it looks, to be honest.
I'm still not entirely sure what the movie's about, to be honest, because the trailer hasn't really given anything away, and I haven't looked into it. I figure I'll just go in there a bit blind. It probably enhance the cinema experience.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. It's just going by the trailer, the way it's made and what it was trying to give away. It just reminded me of Black Mirror a little bit. So
yeah,
I don't actually know what the full story is myself. So,
right. But it's just one of those things. Well, when you go to an Edgar Wright film, you can just trust that man.
Yeah. Was it Baby Driver? The recent one he's made. I love that. And he's made Cornetto trilogy. That's right, isn't it?
Yeah, and Mr. Scott Pilgrim, which I really like.
Yeah,
but
it's a really fun film. That one, it's kind of different, isn't it?
Yeah, I think I put Scott Pilgrim on maybe the second most out of them all. I always go back to Hot Fuzz. I love that one, but I go back to Scott Pilgrim a lot nowadays just because it's so wacky and weird.
Yeah, I've been meaning to watch Shaun of the Dead for a while now because I remember watching it back in the day, and there was so much horror comedy coming out then that I kind of didn't like it. Yeah. But I know for a fact if I go back to it now, I'll love it. I think because there was definitely something about it, but I just when I was a bit younger at the time, I didn't really care too much. But Hot Fuzz is a great film. It's a great comedy. That one, really clever one as well.
I've always connected more with Hot Fuzz, but me and my mates will occasionally quote Shaun of the Dead sometimes. Just go, there's a girl in the garden. Just someone will randomly say it. Just weird things like that from the
movie. Okay. Recently watched the new Halloween, mate. Good film, but the ending annoyed me. Don't know if it's just me. The ending to Halloween Kills. I didn't really have too much of a problem with the ending. I kind of knew it was coming though when they all surrounded them. But you like Halloween Kills, is that right, James?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not a huge die-hard Halloween fan because I know that some people were a little bit upset with this one, which I don't really get, but it's probably because I'm not a big Halloween fan. Because I only watched them all for the first time in the last couple months. At this point, I just want to see Michael Myers kill people. He does that. Yeah. I was happy.
I mean, Michael Myers is definitely the best thing about the film. He's just on another level, isn't he? I did like the bit when it went back to Halloween, 1978. I thought that was really well filmed and stuff. They done well to bring that back. And that Loomis character, that's just like some actor. I thought it was CGI at first. How did it look so good?
I was baffled. I come out to cinema and then I read that it was actually an actor, and I was like, nah, you're lying.
I couldn't believe it. Have you seen the makeup before and after and stuff? It's great.
I need to. But I was blown away when I heard that, because I was so certain it was CGI.
Yeah. But regarding the ending, though, it's a Halloween film. He's not. Yeah. It's not it, isn't it? He's not gonna die.
It's the 12th one at this point. It's like, I don't care.
I mean, Halloween Ends is the next one. It won't be Ends, will it? The only thing, one of the worst things about this film for me was Anthony Michael Hall's character, the guy with the baseball bat.
Oh, I agree. Did not like him.
I mean, that's another lesson in getting your hopes too high as well, because I gave it a 6 out of 10, and I didn't love it, but I was expecting way more, and you shouldn't do that, really. So I fell down that old trapdoor again, but I'm glad you liked it more than me, James.
Well, I think I gave it a 6.5, so I was only a smidge. Yeah. But I know what you mean, though, because I remember walking into, a good example I always use for this, Tenet. I remember walking into that being so hyped. I was so disappointed with that movie. I remember
Which one, sorry?
Tenet.
Oh, yeah.
Just remember walking out being so, like, I wanted that to be great, and it just wasn't.
Yeah. Do you not, like, I'm meaning to rewatch this. I've got it on 4K. Do you think it might be better on a rewatch, or you just got no time to do that?
I will give it another go, and it might be, because I was sort of similar with Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I didn't love that on first watch, but rewatches, that one's really grown on me. So I don't know. It might be a grower, but first watch, I was not impressed with Tenet, really.
It's really hard to keep up with what's going on. I think that's going to require like 3 or 4 watches. So hope you're well, mate. Thanks, Cam. Congratulations on hitting 5,000 subscribers, my friend. Cam's like a football related channel, but I've been on his channel a few times.
Yeah, you'll know more about talking about that stuff than me, I'm sure.
Who's Movie Worm's favourite actor and actress? Well, I'll let you answer it as well, James.
I was like, this is exclusive.
My favourite actor is Al Pacino. Favourite actress? I think Emily Blunt is really climbing the ladder, but the last 2 films I've seen Jody Coleman in, I think she could have potential to be my favourite actress. But at the minute, it's Anya Taylor-Joy, Emily Blunt. At the minute. What about you, James?
I really struggle with this question. Like, actor, I want to say Jake Gyllenhaal. No, cancel that. I'm gonna say my gut one, Christopher Lee. I really love Christopher Lee.
Dracula.
Yeah, I actually haven't watched the Draculas. Funny enough.
You haven't?
I've watched a lot of these older horror films, but I'm waiting to get all the Draculas and watch them all in order.
Yeah. I haven't seen any of them, to be honest, with Christopher Lee in it. I know they're very famous films. Like, you see the images everywhere you go and stuff.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of his older classics, like the Horror Express and stuff like that, and then obviously Star Wars, Lord of the Rings, all that mumbo jumbo. Yeah. But I think he's just a fascinating bloke as well. Like, the man killed Nazis and stuff. It's like, wow.
Yeah. What was that? The man what?
He killed Nazis, and he went to he witnessed the last public execution. He nearly married into royalty. Sherlock Holmes is based off him. It's like, he's such an interesting guy.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't know all that.
Yeah, he's got loads of history to him. Actress, though, I struggle with actress. I might actually agree, Anya Taylor-Joy at the minute. She's really been impressing me with like Queen's Gambit and stuff like that. Yeah.
I mean, The New Mutants to me wasn't a great movie, but if it weren't for her, I wouldn't have liked it as much. She was the standout for me in that film.
Yeah, I completely agree. She saved that movie for me.
Yeah.
I also like Rachel McAdams. I give her a shout. I really like Rachel McAdams.
Yeah. Have you ever seen Wedding Crashers?
I have. So long ago, though. So long.
Yeah. I really like her in that film, but mine and James' answers there, my friend. But Christopher Lee, just touching on him. You probably haven't seen this film, but I used to watch it all the time as a kid, and he was actually in it. Return from Witch Mountain. Have you ever heard of it?
I have. I think I've seen it.
Well, there's three of them. There's one that's Escape from Witch Mountain, then that one, and then there's one with the Rock in.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've seen the Rock one. I think I've seen the others, but I watched them when I was really young. So
yeah. Oh, they're on Disney Plus. They're on Disney Plus under the tab nostalgic movies. So.
Oh. I might have to go watch them, but yeah, there's like a whole documentary I watched last year on Christopher Lee, and it's like it weren't Sherlock Holmes, sorry, it was Bond he inspired and stuff like that, and it's like wow, it's like such an interesting character.
Yeah, it does sound interesting. I didn't know all that about him. Well, I think I actually talked about this with you in the group chat. Which movie is better, do you know, The Last Duel? We spoke about our favourite releases, I think, but I went with The Last Duel, and you and Big Paul. Oh, this was it. I asked it on your stream, didn't I? I said, which is your favourite out the last few releases? And you and Big Paul, he said Dune, I think.
Only
and I said The Last Duel.
Smidge, though. Only by a smidge. They're both very close on my ranking of 2021, I'd say.
Yeah. Did you watch your review on Dune? Are you happy that there's a second one coming?
Yes, I am. I'm hoping, because there are a couple problems I had with Dune. I don't think it's as perfect as some people are saying. There are problems. I'm hoping that the pacing is fixed. That's my main gripe.
Yeah. Apparently there's a lot of stuff in the book. Like, they think it's one of the hardest films to put on screen, don't they? Like, it's so complex and stuff. I think that's why David Lynch struggled with it. Because that movie was all over the place for me. But this one sort of slowly let you in, I thought. The first hour I was really into it. And then I just started to get a little bit lost there.
Yeah, there was sort of a big battle that happened. I don't want to spoil it. About an hour and 20 or so into it. And then after that, the film did go a bit wavy for me.
Yeah. The Last Duel for me. My favourite release out of them two.
Honestly, sort of on the same level for me. I think I gave them both 8.5. So they're very close.
Yeah. Jordan, did you know you are on IMDb? Yes, I did, Phil. I found this out a couple of months ago and couldn't quite believe it. I was shocked. And I know you're on there as well, because I'm in my filmography. I'm on an episode or something with you.
Yeah. It's honestly very bizarre being on there. Like, you can look yourself up and you're on there, but it's mad. And I couldn't believe it when I seen it. But Phil goes on to say, it's me who does the IMDb. I'll be shutting the Movie Worm live stream to it soon, as all the other Blues Tubers streams are on there. Thanks very much, Phil. I really appreciate that, my friend. It's good that people got the way to do that and stuff. Thanks, mate. Really, if you can get me any, parts in a film and stuff to add to that, that'd be great. Me too, please.
Cheers, mate. Thanks a lot. And thanks for coming on the stream. That's good to know you're here. James, are you still struggling for space for your collection? How many will you be moving to the attic?
Oh, I don't move any to the attic, but yeah, I mean, I'm gonna find a home for this Clint Eastwood set now, because God knows where it's going at the minute.
Seen a photo. I think you sent us a photo. Your shelf space a few weeks ago, and I was like, well, I didn't know you had that many.
Yeah, it's one of those things where, because on YouTube everyone just sort of sees my corner.
Yeah.
Like, the few people who have been in my room, who saw me on YouTube first and then have been in here, they're like, wow, this is a lot more than I thought you had. But
do you know how many you've got?
I wouldn't want to know, to be honest.
I done what Alex done. Like, I was planning on doing it anyway, but then I seen Alex do it and I thought, I'm just gonna do it. You've just reminded me, but I added them all on Letterboxd, every movie that I own. So I think I'm on 1,160 odd or something like that.
Yeah. See, the problem is I've got some in my hallway, and then I've got all the rejects, like all the crap films, like because when I started getting Blu-rays, I was just buying anything I didn't own, and it was wasting money, to be honest, because I was buying things like Alvin and the Chipmunks. Yeah, that's all under my bed, that stuff. Because I know I need to just take it down to CEX, to be honest.
Yeah. So, what are you gonna do with this when you run out of space?
No idea. I'm gonna start moving them into my parents' room.
Yeah, you have to just get a house soon, mate, and just have every room full of Blu-rays. I think.
I think I've said this on a couple of my streams now. I keep waiting for my sister to move out with her boyfriend. I'm gonna kick them out soon and just take their room.
Yeah, you gotta go. My Blu-ray collection needs room.
Exactly. Priorities.
Your thoughts on Ben Affleck's character in The Last Duel? Well, I seen a few. Well, actually, it was one of my family relatives. They seen it before me, and he said he just can't act. I thought he was pretty good in the movie.
I was gonna say I really liked him in it. He had one line that cracked me up. It was the only time I think I laughed out loud in that film. It's when he was hunting with Adam Driver's character.
That is his best friend in the movie, isn't it?
Yeah, and I think they get something, and his two sons run after it, and he's got like 8 kids, I think, in the film or something. He mentions. He goes like, "Oh, well done, George," and he like pauses because he's forgotten the name of one of his own kids. He goes, Sam.
I've never seen him with blonde hair before either.
I didn't recognise him at first. I was like, "Oh my god, it's Batman!" I was like, "He's blonde."
Him and Matt Damon actually wrote the screenplay, didn't he? I mean, I only know that because I was watching on Chris Stuckman today, but he said that's the first time they've done it since Good Will Hunting. But they've been in a lot of movies together, haven't they? So,
it's funny because I must have seen this somewhere actually. Because I remember before I saw The Last Duel, I saw that it's the first time they've done something. Must have been the screenplay together since Good Will Hunting. So I thought, well, I'll watch Good Will Hunting then, because I've never seen that film.
Have you watched it?
Watched it now, yeah. I really enjoyed it.
No. Is that going to be on your end of month vlog then?
Yeah, that'll pop up. That's one of the films that's been in my collection for years, and it's taken me ages to get around to it.
Yeah, it's a really good film. Matt Damon's character's a bit of an asshole, though, isn't he?
Oh, yeah. I much prefer it when Ben Affleck's on screen.
Yeah. I mean, it's not a bad performance in it. It's just the character he plays, isn't it?
But, I just really like Ben Affleck as an actor, to be honest. I've really come around to him.
Yeah, I really liked him in Finding the Way Back, the basketball movie. I thought he was great in that.
That was good.
Yeah. But I loved the whole cast in that movie. I thought the cast was perfect, to be honest. So,
absolutely.
Yeah, four great performances from the main characters, I think.
Yeah.
Question for movie, Wayne. Which Will Poultier performance do you like more, The Maze Runner or We're the Millers, The Revenant or Detroit? I've never seen Detroit. I've heard it's really good. The Revenant I've only seen once when it first come out, and I didn't love it as much as everyone else. I thought it was quite a good movie, but you know, I love We're the Millers. I just think that it's hilarious. So I do like The Maze Runner as well, but I'd probably go with We're the Millers there.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's like I love the way the main guy, I can't remember it, is always teasing Will Poultier's character in that.
Yeah. I love that line where it's like where they find out how much he's getting paid, and then Jennifer Aniston's like, "I'm only getting paid $3,000," and the other girl's like, "I'm only getting paid $300,000," and then he's like, "You guys are getting paid?"
Yeah. It's not Will Poultier or anything, but in that movie, do you remember that guy who's like trying to go out with the girl, and he keeps going, you know what I'm saying? That's all he keeps saying.
Oh, yeah, I do vaguely remember that. Yeah, I haven't seen that film in so long.
Well, all he says in the film is, "You know what I'm saying?" After every sentence he says, he goes, "You know what I'm saying?" Later on, he treats the girl like shit, really. Yeah. And Jennifer Aniston walks up to him and says, "If you talk to her like that again, I'm going to punch you in the face." Know what I'm saying? But
I need to rewatch that film.
But Will Poultier was actually going to be Pennywise in the It remake, so I thought that would have been quite a good casting choice. He's got the look and stuff, but yeah, I'll go with We're the Millers.
He's in the MCU now, so he's definitely going to be getting his money.
He is in the MCU, isn't he? But I can't quite put my finger on when he turned up.
Well, he's only just been cast, so we haven't actually seen him yet. He's playing Adam Warlock in Guardians 3.
Right. Right, so what? It must have been a casting thing I seen on Twitter. I see that much news and stuff. It's just, it's just
so much. There really is, especially with Marvel. Because they get so many films come out a year. Like this morning they cast Bill Murray, so it's like every day they seem to be casting someone big in a Marvel film at the minute.
I've just seen Bill Murray today. Is that in the Thunderdome? Something?
Ooh.
He's been cast in something today.
Oh, Ant-Man. Ant-Man.
Oh, is that what it was? Yeah.
Yeah. Third Ant-Man film, which I guarantee the only reason he got cast in that is because Paul Rudd's in the new Ghostbusters. So he probably went, oh, there's a part in Ant-Man 3 that you might want to check out.
Hasn't it got a mad name, like something Mania or something?
Mania.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's the one I'm thinking of. Yeah.
Have you seen the title that they're using on set?
I can't quite remember now.
Let me see if I can find it quickly, because you cannot understand it. It's so ridiculous. Yeah, here it is.
That's a mad one, that, isn't it?
How did you make anything out of that?
Yeah, I really loved the first Ant-Man, so I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah.
It's nice to have Bill Murray in the MCU as well. If you had to pick one of them, James, is there any you'd pick out of them for?
I mean, I'd go to Revenant. It's funny, I saw it in the cinema, and then I rewatched it for the first time only about a month ago. And it's just such a gorgeous movie to look at.
Yeah.
Is there a 4K of that? Because I reckon that would be a great 4K.
I'm not quite sure. I own it on Blu-ray. I'm not sure if there's a 4K, but yeah, you're right. The cinematography and everything's great in that.
That's one. When there's a 4K, I want to upgrade that one.
I always remember that scene where Leonardo DiCaprio gets in the bear's skin and has to keep warm and stuff.
Oh, that was hard to watch.
Okay, favorite and least favorite Dune character. I assume you're going off the new Dune movies. We'll just stick to that if you want. I really liked Timothée Chalamet. I said that in my review. I thought his performance was the standout for such a young actor. Well, he's 25, but he's in there with Oscar Isaac, Jason Momoa, all these big actors. And I know he's been in a few films himself, obviously, but I thought he was the standout for me. I thought he was really good in the movie.
Yeah.
I don't know what my least favourite is, though. I'll have to probably think about that one.
My least favourite, I'd go Rebecca Ferguson's character, because she just annoyed me a bit.
Yeah, it's strange, because she's usually like one of my favorite. She's one of my favorite actresses. Actually, going back to that question before.
Yeah, she's awesome.
Yeah, but the character was a bit not much to her, was there?
Yeah, I said this. I can't remember whether it was my review or my podcast episode, but she does this thing where she sort of whispers under her breath a lot in this movie, and it was getting on my nerves a little bit. Yeah. I thought Dave Bautista was. I would have liked a little bit more from him. I mean, but maybe that's going to be in the second film or something. Yeah.
I didn't think he got much screen time, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm a bit torn on my favourites. I really like Paul, the main guy, and then I liked Oscar Isaacs and Josh Brolin's character. So I'm a bit torn between them. I'll go Oscar Isaacs because he had an awesome beard. I'll go with Oscar Isaacs.
He's just a brilliant actor, isn't he? He really is. I didn't like that woman who said, "Put your hand in the box." Couldn't stand there.
Oh, no, she was weird. She was weird. She was giving me the ick. I was sort of sitting there like, "Oh no, I'm not sure about this."
She's a good character though. I just seen him. David's wrote something about The Last Duel. I thought it was going to be least favorite character in The Last Duel, but it wasn't that. The mother-in-law to Jody Coleman. I hate it.
Yeah.
I don't want to go too off the question, but after The Last Duel, are you interested in going back to watch some of other Ridley Scott films, such as Kingdom of Heaven from 2005? I mean, have you seen all his films, James?
I haven't seen them all. Is Kingdom of Heaven the one with Orlando Bloom? Am I right in saying that?
I know the title. I haven't seen it. It might be him. Might be.
Yeah.
But some of the last Ridley Scott films I've seen haven't done nothing for me. Prometheus, Alien Covenant. I know there's another one that I haven't seen, but the last decent one he made was The Martian for me.
Yeah, he's been very mixed bag lately. Like I like The Martian. I actually like Prometheus. But Covenant was crap, and The Counselor, I think is what it was called, I watched. That was awful film.
The Counselor?
I think it was called The Counselor. I can't even remember. I used to actually have it, and the minute the film finished, that Blu-ray went under my bed. I was like, never again. That's gone forever.
All right, I haven't even heard of that one, to be honest.
Crap. Utter crap.
Yeah. Well, I think he done Robin Hood as well, didn't he? The one with Russell Crowe, I'm sure that was him.
Was that him? I have seen that film. That was okay.
I didn't mind. It was okay, but it reminded me of The Last Duel a little bit. The way it was filmed and stuff. Yeah. So yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Ridley Scott.
I think the thing I love about Ridley Scott is he's great at making the environments feel real, like with all the costumes and the sets.
Yeah, it does feel like you're in a big field that you just see in the middle of Britain. I know Last Year was in France and stuff, but it does actually look real. So
because a lot of other directors would just go straight to big castle. Nah, let's CGI that.
yeah, true. It is, but you can tell he's filmed it properly and stuff. I think this is for you, James.
Yeah, it is that bad. It is that bad. Every year there's one film that comes out which just angers me, and like the Venom 2 is that film this year.
Yeah, I mean, I gave it a 5.5, but the more I think about it, the more I disliked it. I mean, I've probably dropped the score a little bit now. Sometimes when you sit down and process the film, you realise that it wasn't as good or it was better than you thought. And a lot of things about this film annoyed me. It just the voice by the end, I didn't want to hear his voice ever again.
Yeah, I got so sick of it, like just him going, I was like, no, God. It's like, I was so fed up. I honestly was so happy when the film ended.
Yeah. It was so weird as well, just seeing Tom Hardy walk down the street or go into the store and just suddenly stop and hear this voiceover.
Yeah. Honestly, there's just some things like, as someone who's read a couple Venom comics, I never thought I'd see a movie where Venom goes in a nightclub and just tries to slay Eddie. I'm like, what the hell am I watching?
That was such an awkward scene.
Yeah. It's just, I feel like it's such an early 2000s superhero movie, the way everyone was like, cool costume, bro. I was like, it's clearly not a costume though, is it?
I said that exact thing in my review. It felt like the time Daredevil and stuff came out all them years ago. Yeah.
It's already a dated superhero film.
I mean, the post-credit scene, everyone was saying that's the best part about it, and I thought it was, and now I'm thinking back and going, I don't even want him in the MCU.
No, I'm so angry that he's going to the MCU, and I'm so worried that, because I'm guessing they'll do their team-up film, but then I'm hoping Venom goes back to Sony land. I just don't want him to take Spider-Man with him.
I think I've just realised, we might have ruined the film for the.
Yeah, I suppose it is still pretty new, actually.
Yeah, I'm sorry, everyone. I do apologise, but I agree with you.
Sometimes forget when you're on these streams.
Yeah. Just had to get your anger out, didn't you, mate?
Yeah.
Jordan, are you going to get the Line of Duty Blu-ray box set? And James, if you enjoyed the show, will you get it? I think I might wait for it to come down a little bit in price. The last time I looked, I think it was like £45 or something. And with the new series coming out, I don't know whether to just wait for that now. I will get it at some point, though.
Yeah. I mean, I've got a bit funny with buying stuff like that. I like the stuff to be complete, and then I'll buy the set. Because it's like the last season of The Walking Dead come out, and I'm like, no, not buying no more Walking Dead seasons, because I know it's ending soon. So I'll just buy a complete box set.
Yeah, I think that's what I'll do with this. So they actually ending The Walking Dead, are they, after this season?
Yeah, this season, like, there's another, I think, 16 episodes left to come out in 2022, and then that's it. But then there's another spin-off show and movies on the main character. So it's going to continue. It's all too much now, The Walking Dead, I think. You've got the main show, Fear the Walking Dead World Beyond. There's 2 spin-off shows coming, one about Daryl and Carol, one called Tales of the Walking Dead, and then the Rick movies. It's like, my God, it's just...
Oh yeah, I heard they were doing a Rick movie, yeah.
And they're the only ones I'm looking forward to, because I really like Andrew Lincoln, the actor. Other than that, when the main show ends, I think I'm done with that universe.
I've heard that it's really picked up again though and gone decent again.
It has, yeah. Because I'm up to date with it all. I'm really enjoying it. The 2 spin-off shows are a bit messy, but the main shows got really good again. And I just love watching Jeffrey Dean Morgan as Negan. I could watch him all day as that character.
Well, I actually stopped watching it when he was about to come in, so I need to get back into it. I stopped at the end of season 4, where the cannibals and stuff.
Oh yeah,
yeah. I need to get back into it. I've got them there on Blu-ray as well. So
it's funny. A lot of people seem to stop watching when he come into it. I think because when he come into it, it got really gruesome in his first episode. I think it put a lot of people off.
And I know what happens to a certain character at the start of that series. So, are you guys excited for Spider-Man No Way Home? And do you think it will be the best movie of 2021? Well, I'm definitely very excited for it. I'm sure you are as well, James. Is that right?
Very excited. I don't think it'll be the best film of 2021, but I'm very excited.
Yeah, I've done a top 10 most anticipated films for the rest of the year, and I think I put it like 3rd. So yeah, I don't think it'll be the best of 2021. No, I'll be very surprised if it's better than, well, dare I say it, Zack Snyder's Justice League, because I've got that 2nd on my ranking.
Really? It's funny, I was looking at my 2021 ranking the other day, and I was like, oh my god, the 2 DC films this year I've put above the 2 Marvel films. It's like, what a year.
What was the other DC one again?
The Suicide Squad.
Oh yeah, sorry, yeah. Of course. I've got it in my top 10 myself, so I should know that.
I just, because I'm much more of a Marvel fan, and it's so surprising that both DC films are above both Marvel films this year for me.
I actually think I'm more of a DC fan because I love Batman and stuff, and I like the darker tone, but the Marvel movies are better.
Yeah.
So
I think the DC universe is definitely better, but I didn't grow up with superheroes. I got into superheroes when the first Avengers film came out, so I've sort of been introduced to them all at the same time.
Yeah.
But I think if I was growing up with it, I'd definitely be a DC have better characters. There's no doubt.
Well, it does look like the films are getting up there now, so it's good to have competition, I suppose. But yeah, definitely looking forward to Spider-Man. Definitely.
Yeah.
Favorite movie theater snack? Good question. I just get chocolate, me.
I get the Sour Patch Kids, but it's very rare I do that.
I've got to have my drink every time. I've got to.
100%. I have to take a drink in there. I will rarely get a snack, but whenever I get my snack, I like to try and I always say the same jokes to my mates because I got my Sour Patch Kids. I go, "Do you want one of my children?" It's the most oldest jokes, and my mates are so fed up with me saying it.
They'll stop going to the cinema with you soon, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah, but every time we go to cinema, like if I go with my girlfriend, every single time without fail, she has to get nachos every time.
Do you go to the Cineworld or do you go?
No, we're Odeon's.
Okay, I can't comment in. Odeon's are probably different because I got the nachos in the Cineworld one about 2 months ago because I was starving. I really didn't like them. I was like, but I'm guessing the Odeon ones must be better.
Like nachos in general.
Yeah. Oh no, I do. I love Pizza Hut nachos.
Yeah.
The Cineworld ones though, they're just crap.
Yeah, but to be honest, the Odeon ones just look like a bag of crisp with guacamole sprayed on. So, but she loves them.
It already sounds better than the Cineworld ones.
Al Vernon, thanks for coming along, mate. Really, really happy to see your channel doing brilliant, mate. Vernon does a lot of FIFA Ultimate Team on his channel and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's really, really grown. So well done, mate. Really happy for you.
I was gonna say I wasn't too familiar, but as soon as you said FIFA, I was like, that's why I'm probably not familiar.
For me, Spider-Man No Way Home probably won't top Shang-Chi. It's hard to tell until you've seen the movie, isn't it? But I wouldn't be surprised if I rate Shang-Chi higher, but because I really like that film.
So did I. I really like Shang-Chi. I think while I'm super excited for Spider-Man, it has the potential to be a messy film because there's so much that's going to happen in it.
Yeah. I'm kind of nervous for this whole universe thing because
Mm.
if it works, I still don't want them to overdo it in future movies. And if it
Yeah.
doesn't work, I think they sort of plan to a little bit anyway, especially in Doctor Strange. So, I mean,
Have you heard about what's happened with Doctor Strange?
no, it pushed back.
Well, they got pushed back, but apparently a couple months ago they showed all the footage they had to some Disney executives. This is just rumors, but the reshoot scheduling makes me think it's true. Apparently, they said it was awful. They really weren't happy with it. And now they're doing 2 months reshoots, and 2 months is very extreme for reshoots. So I'm thinking, maybe that film isn't good, and they've got to refilm loads of it. So I'm a bit worried about Doctor Strange.
Well, they usually shoot a whole film in about 8 or 9 months, I think, don't they? So 2 months, that's like, what, a quarter of that?
Yeah, I was very surprised when they announced it, because Cumberbatch came out and was like, oh yeah, we're just making the film even better. It's like, you more or less refilming the whole thing.
Yeah, we're just making the film a little bit better, and we're going to push back every other MCU film. They all got delayed, didn't they? Like 6 of them or something.
Yeah, oh god, I was so upset when I saw them all get delayed. But well, hey, if they've messed up Doctor Strange, they need to refilm it. Do it, because I want the film to be good.
Yeah, at least we've got 2 more coming this year, mate.
And we got all the shows as well. So.
Yeah. It's the sky's the limit for Marvel at the minute, isn't it? I mean,
really
definitely for the next 5 to 6 years with all the shows and Disney Plus and stuff. Yeah, so
I feel like we're in safe hands with them as well. 9 times out of 10, their products are good.
Yeah. James, is it true that you clapped at the end of Venom?
It actually is. Yeah, because I could tell all my mates hated it as much as me, so I just.
James, you know what? I wouldn't talk about it too much because it might end up being a running joke like Rise of Skywalker.
Oh god, I didn't clap at that one. That one I was so furious.
We all know how much you hate that film, mate. Well, I've already answered this today, but what is Movie Worm's least favourite Star Wars movie? It is Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. I don't hate it or anything. I get enjoyment out of... James shaking his head there. I get enjoyment out of nearly every Star Wars film. I'm not a massive fan like James. I do like them. I'm not like this big Star Wars fanatic. I just enjoy them, but I do want to rewatch them again because I see you and all the other YouTubers just how much they love them. And I've only ever watched the franchise twice, but I've only seen the prequels once. So, sorry, I've seen the original trilogy twice, and the prequels and the sequels once. So I would like to rewatch it all from Episode 1 and give it another go. But I would go Episode 1, although I will say what's the Darth Maul? He's amazing.
Yeah, he's great. I mean, I grew up on the original 6 films, so I'm incredibly biased towards Lucas's vision with those.
Yeah.
So I love them all. Even Episode 2, because Episode 2 seems to get the most flack. But that's the one with Christopher Lee in, so...
Well, I actually like... I remember really liking 2, actually, to be honest. The first one, I was just a little bit lost with the politics side of things and stuff.
Yeah. I think Lucas had this vision of, like, Palpatine to get from where he was to being the Emperor. He had to control both sides of the war, and he got very political with it all. And it was like, I could see why people didn't love this.
By the way, James, if I rewatch this, would you start from Episode 1 or 4?
Oh, I'd go Episode 1. I always recommend to people, because people haven't seen Star Wars, I say go from Episode 1, but you might struggle with Episode 1 and 2, but as soon as you hit 3, you're in good hands.
3 is the best of the prequel trilogy, definitely.
I love 3. I love that movie so much.
I know it's in your top 10 films and stuff.
I love it. I love it.
What are your lowest rated films this year on Letterboxd? Well, Jamie, I've been telling you to get Letterboxd for a while, mate. So hopefully he's going to get it in 2022 and start fresh with all the new movies. But yeah, I've got Bliss on my lowest rated movie of the year.
That's in my top 10 bottom, I know.
Yeah. Oh, it was just so dull, wasn't it?
Yeah. I love Owen Wilson and Selma Hayek, so I was really sad that the film was bad.
Yeah, I mean, I read up on it afterwards what they were trying to do with it, because really they're on drugs, aren't they? And when they go to that place that's like paradise and stuff, that's where they're on the ultimate high. And it was a good idea, but it just didn't execute it well, I didn't think. And it's a shame because they are two great actors, especially Owen Wilson. But I've also got Willy's Wonderland down there. A lot of people really like that. I think I've got it second lowest or third lowest with Tom and Jerry. So they're my lowest. What about yours, Gene? What lowest ones you got there?
I think He's All That is my lowest film. Then, what else have I got really low? Venom's like 8th from bottom. But I've seen like 80 something films this year, so 8th from bottom is not good. So Venom's down there. Tom and Jerry is one above that.
I think I know what's in your bottom because I remember. I think you give it a 1 out of 10. Thunder Force.
Oh God, yeah. I think that's second from bottom. Actually, that's second from bottom. I think. What else have I got down there? Oh, the new Studio Ghibli film, Earwig and the Witch. That was
I heard the animation was bad on that.
Terrible. Yeah, I think that's all I can think of off the top of my head. There's definitely that Chloe Grace Moretz film, The Shadow in the Cloud. That was awful.
Is that your bottom one? Is it?
No. Bottom is He's All That. It was called from Netflix. That was something. That was a movie. Is
that meant to be a sequel to She's All That, or like a spin-off or something?
No, I think it's its own thing. It's just really bad.
Just apologies if anyone can hear any background noise, but little Roman's crying downstairs. Hi guys, can you hear that, James? The background?
Oh no, I can't hear it.
Okay, sorry anyone if you can anyway. Hello, Andy from Forgotten World of Movies. Hi, guys. I'm at a horror film team pub quiz tonight. Wish I was there. Have a great stream. Well, no, obviously I wish it was for you, but no, what I mean is I'd love to do a horror quiz in the pub. That'd be great.
Yeah. It's okay. You don't have to be. I can go if you want.
No, I just mean.
Yeah, don't worry. I'm not too offended.
Just come out totally wrong. I'll watch the catch up ASAP. Cheers, mate. Good luck in the quiz. Sure you'll do well. You're very knowledgeable on films, Andy. Have you seen Carlito's Way? Yeah, I have. I think it's a brilliant film. You, James?
I haven't even heard of it.
It's Al Pacino, one of his best films, in my opinion. Like a 90s movie. I think it's early 90s. Definitely worth a watch. I think it's just come out on 4K, like a big special edition as well. So.
Oh yeah, I think I've seen in someone's Blu-ray hunting video the last couple of days. It come out like this Monday or something. It's very nice.
Yeah. Yeah, there's like a big box sort of thing with it. They're bringing out a lot of editions lately, aren't they? Like these movies, like Mulholland Drive's just got one, and The Howling, and I thought, I'd like to get The Howling. I thought, 40 quid for a film that I'm not that over the top about.
It's like those cine editions that HMV do. I've got a little bit hooked on them where I am because I bought 300. I don't even like the film 300 that much. But I bought the cine edition of it. I was like, just because I love those sets.
Yeah. Did you see? I think I remember you unboxing that on your channel. Is that right?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. I just picked up the Clockwork Orange one there, and that's the first time I've upgraded to 4K. But I'm thinking I'm gonna go down a dark road here. So
that's exactly what I done. As soon as I got my 4K TV, I can't remember what films I got first, but I was like, this is the start of me losing a lot of money.
It's addictive, mate, isn't it? But I suppose there's worse things you could be addicted to or spend your money on. So it's enjoyable. It's an enjoyable addiction, I think.
Well, those worst things that most people say is like, oh, you could be down the pub pissing it away. It's like, oh no, I'll do that as well.
I know you do, mate. Spoke to you plenty of times when we both had a drink.
Oh yeah, I remember that old chat where sometimes, I'm well pissed, mate. Like, oh, me too.
Do you like Halloween 4? I haven't seen this film for a long time, but I do remember liking it. But the mask is terrible.
It's funny, when we come out of the cinema, me and my mates from seeing Kills, they were like, which one is it where his mask is bad? I was like, hang on. I got up a picture of Halloween 4 and they were like, oh.
Yeah, it looks terrible, doesn't it? It's
Yeah.
like something. It's like one of them Poundland masks that, like, like the fake Michael Myers masks, but like it's total rip off. That's what it looks like.
I have the theory that the day before they started shooting it, they realised they hadn't got a mask, so they had to make it really quick.
Probably, mate. Yeah, but it is a good film from what I remember.
I like 4. I think it's a good time.
Yeah, I watched your ranking the other day. Great ranking, mate. To be honest, I totally agree with number 1.
Yeah, I don't think there was anything too controversial other than maybe Halloween 3s, because I know some people really like the 3rd Halloween film.
Yeah, it's the only one I haven't seen, to be honest. I know it's on Netflix right now. I do want to watch it. I've heard a lot of mixed things on it, though.
I know people criticise people like me for saying this, because they go, but for me, the absence of Michael Myers is a big downfall for the film. But that's just how I feel. I like watching Michael when I go to Halloween.
John Carpenter wanted to try something like an anthology series, didn't he? Where he was going to bring one out every single year, but it was going to be a different story. And then no one was happy with it, so they had to bring Michael Myers back.
Yeah, I can't lie. I was pleased. I like Michael.
Yeah. Have you seen Midnight Meat Train or P2? Well, I've seen Midnight Meat. Sorry, I haven't seen Midnight Meat Train with Vinnie Jones. And do you mean the Midnight Meat Train Part 2 there? Is there one of them? There might be.
I don't know.
I haven't seen it.
I've got no idea on those. No idea.
I just know Vinnie Jones is in it, and I think he stalks people on a train or something. It's a British movie.
I like the guy's picture though. Freddy Krueger, Jason, and Michael. What was that? Sorry. I like the picture the guy's got.
Oh yeah.
That's I really want to see like another one of those team up films. Well, not team up, but versus.
Did you like Freddy vs Jason?
I haven't seen that one yet. I think it's next on my list, actually, of those horrors to watch.
Hope you like it more than I did.
Yeah, I've heard.
Fun.
Yeah.
Have you seen the Pawnshop Chronicles with Paul Walker and Elijah Wood?
No.
No, never even heard of it, mate.
Nah.
I do like Paul Walker's movies, though, and Elijah Wood, but no, I haven't.
No.
Sorry. Hello, Tom. Thanks for coming along, mate. Hope you're all right. What are your favourite sports movies? Oh, I gotta go with Rocky franchise first top of my head.
Yeah, that's a great shout.
Thanks for coming along, everyone. By the way, we've got up to 20 now. We were on 8 or 9 for a while there. Thanks everyone for coming along to the live stream. Hope you're enjoying it. Favorite sports movies? There's quite a few of these on Disney Plus, isn't it?
Yeah, the one that comes to mind first for me was Eddie the Eagle.
Oh, I've never seen that.
I love that movie. I love that film. Taron Egerton is so kind of adorable in it, and like you just want to hug him. You feel sorry for him, and Hugh Jackman's just a badass in it.
Was that like a British one?
I can't remember. It's like he's Taron Egerton's character. He's a British guy who just wants to be in the Olympics in any way. He ends up being one of the guys who goes in the Winter Olympics, goes down that really long sledge thing, and then goes flying.
Yeah, I'm aware of who Eddie the Eagle is, but I'm sure it was like I might be wrong, but I'm sure that wasn't that in Poundland a few times as well, and I never actually picked it up.
I think it might have been. I love it. I mean, I've got a copy of it right here in my collection. I love this movie. I think I might have even put it as my. I think it was 2016. I think I put it as like my second or third favorite film of that year.
Oh, I have to check it out then.
It's really good. I think it's on Netflix. I could be wrong, but I think it's on Netflix.
I'm up for watching loads of new movies now because I don't know if you know, but I had a big unwatched list of me Blu-rays, and I've got 2 left now. So finally almost conquered me collection. I'm 2 movies away.
That's crazy. I've done most of the films in my collection, but there's still probably a good 20 or so here that I haven't seen.
That's not too bad, 20 or so. Some people have got like 200.
Yeah.
At one point, I was on 100, so to get it down to 2
is an
achievement in itself, in my opinion.
Yeah, you've done really well
there. What's your favourite films by John Carpenter? Anyone seen Assault on Precinct 13? No, Tom, I know you've told me to watch this a couple of times, mate. Hopefully we'll get round to it soon. But a lot of people have been watching John Carpenter movies recently on my Twitter and stuff, and they say it's like one of his best. So I haven't seen it though. What about you, James? You got any favourite John Carpenter films?
I think my favourite would be The Thing. I'd go with, but I do love Halloween and Big Trouble as well.
Yeah. I have to go with Halloween. I had a bad time with Big Trouble in Little China because me and my girlfriend we couldn't get to sleep, and it was like 11 o'clock at night. And this is when I was like in my old house with my mum and dad, and we had a single bed, and it was the hottest night of the year.
Fair enough.
We just couldn't get to sleep, and I said, "Do you want to just throw this film on? It's meant to be good." And it was like the weirdest film.
Yeah, it's mental. I remember the first time I watched it because I wasn't fully taking everything in, and like some ninjas come down from the sky with lightning. I was like, "What the f is happening?"
I just wasn't prepared for all that.
No, it's mental. I did like it on first watch, but I've come to love it on rewatches.
Yeah, I think it's definitely requiring a rewatch because it's a bit unfair, like the circumstances was in there. There was this dog barking as well, just constantly over the movie. It was that loud, so I need to rewatch it.
All been there having a crap day, put a film on, and then it ruins the movie as well.
Yeah. Or more like when you do a YouTube video and start recording something. Something outside.
I don't have too many interruptions. I shut everything, but occasionally I've had like grandparents come around and they don't acknowledge that they will just ruin the video. They just come bursting in. Hello, how are you? All right, yeah, okay, I'll come talk to you then.
You don't understand, mate.
Is there a
maybe
reference to Elijah Wood in Hot Fuzz?
Maybe, I don't know. Maybe. Sophie's Retro Revival. Hello, Sophie. Thanks so much for coming along. Hey, Jordan. Hey, James. Congratulations, Jordan, on the birth of baby Roman. Thank you so much, Sophie. Over the moon with him. Wouldn't swap him for the world. Thanks so much. Detroit is fantastic. So I've heard, yeah. That's the one with John Boyega in, isn't it?
Oh, yes, it is. Yeah, I was trying to think there desperately as to what film that was. I knew I'd heard of it, but yeah, I've heard good things.
I always see it really cheap in CEX, so now I'm back to picking more movies up I haven't seen. Maybe I'll grab it. Yeah. Elijah Wood wants to be in the MCU. Is that true?
I got no idea, but I wouldn't be surprised because I don't think he gets loads of work. And who doesn't want to be in the MCU at this point?
I don't know. Sorry, James, just read the comment. Do you think he'd be a good character if he was in there?
Yeah, I haven't really seen him in much outside of Lord of the Rings. But he's a good actor.
I think by the time the MCU finishes, 80% of actors on the planet might have been in it. Yeah. Go on, sorry, James.
I was just going to say, after they got Michael Douglas, I feel like they could get anyone.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, because he's in that man, of course, isn't he? I was going to say, there's someone... Oh, yeah, I'm really intrigued to see Christian Bale's character in the next Thor film, because he's going to play the villain, isn't he?
I saw a set photo of him, and he looks really cool. So...
Question for Movie Worm. Who do you think is the worst Spider-Man movie villain? I think Rhino. To be honest, I really like that Rhino segment in Amazing Spider-Man 2, to be honest. I don't know if I'm alone here. I don't know if that's a popular thing or unpopular, but I really like that segment. So,
yeah. I don't know. Rhino is considered for me as one of the worst. I can't lie.
I thought you were going to say that, you know.
Rhino or Electro. I'm not a fan on those two.
Yeah, Electro. Yeah, maybe. What did you think of the Green Goblin in the Amazing Spider-Man films?
Yeah, he weren't great either, to be honest. Yeah. I didn't think. there really aren't any things in the Amazing Spider-Man 2 I like, to be honest. I'm just not a fan of that movie.
I actually really I was expecting the worst, but I thought it was all right, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the Amazing Spider-Man films. I think the first one's just kind of bland because we'd already seen that origin story done better. And then the second one was, for me, such a mess.
Well, fair enough. I don't know. The more I think about Spider-Man 3, I think it's an alright movie, but I wasn't too fussed on Sandman, to be honest.
No, I don't mind 3, actually.
But apparently he's meant to be... There's rumours he's going on and he's going to be in the new Spider-Man, isn't it?
Yeah, he's definitely in it. The new Empire magazine basically gave away that he's definitely in it. I mean, you could sort of see it. It looks like he's in the trailer anyway. There's a big ball of dust, and it looks like sand, so...
Do you know what I think's going to happen here, James, in that film? I just think the last 30 minutes it's going to explode and have 10 to 15 of these characters in it all at once. That's what I think's going to happen.
I'm going to be very curious to see how this movie plays out. Like, I'm so happy we're finally getting the Sinister Six because I love Sinister. Like, I've read so many Sinister Six comics and stuff. I'm just buzzing that we're going to finally see them on the big screen.
Yeah, well, you got to give it to Marvel. They are sort of doing something that cinema has never done before, especially bringing all these movies together, and now they're doing this multiverse thing. So,
yeah.
Do you like Lawless with Tom Hardy in, I believe? Have you seen that one?
I haven't seen that one.
Yeah, I think it's a good film. It's about the Prohibition in America. Tom Hardy's in there. You got the guy off Transformers, I forgot his name, Shia LaBeouf.
Oh yeah, I like him.
Yeah, that was when he was sort of in his prime there. It's about three brothers who like sort of run their own illegal alcohol business, but it's in the Prohibition. It's a good movie actually. Guy Pearce plays a really good villain in it as well. So yeah, I think it's a good movie.
Yeah, there's a really good cast there, to be fair.
Do you think hello Alan, by the way, thanks for coming along. Do you think comedy and horror go well together? I do, but I think it's overused sometimes. Like sometimes I just want a horror movie and there always seems to be bits of comedy thrown in. And I just don't want it to be sometimes. It does go well together, Alan, it does. But I just don't like it in every movie that I come across.
Yeah, no, I agree. It works well, but sometimes feels a bit unnecessary.
Yeah. I mean, there was like some of it in Candyman, and I was just like, really? And then the new Halloween, not Kills, the one before it, there was a lot of it, like them two police officers were like comic relief at times. I was like, oh, this just doesn't fit in this Halloween film. So, yeah.
I know
it's
what you mean.
Sorry, James?
I know what you mean. I was say like the second It film done it a lot as well, had that kind of Marvel-y humour in it.
Which second film, sorry, mate?
It.
Oh yeah. I mean, yeah. I just wanted the terrifying It movie, and it was just comedy all over the place. So, favorite Timothy Chalamet movie is Beautiful Boy with Steve Carell. Have you guys seen it? I haven't.
I really want to. It's in my collection because I love Steve Carell. That's one of those films in my collection which I haven't watched.
I was going to say you love Steve Carell, so I'm quite surprised you haven't seen that one, James.
Yeah. I need to get on that one. I do.
I don't know. I haven't seen him in much. I'm not going to lie to you. Is the one Call Me by Your Name or something that everyone talks about?
Yeah.
That he's in. I want to see that because I've heard a lot about it.
I haven't seen that one. My favourite Steve Carell film I've seen is Little Miss Sunshine.
I've heard of it.
This is a really good movie. If you want to pick up a good Blu-ray, I think it's on Prime or something actually. But this is a quality movie.
Yeah. Well, I can't really answer it, David, because I just haven't seen much of him in. To be honest, many movies with him in. I'm just trying to think. I have to go with June at the moment. if it comes to my head, I might think of one. Have you seen Earth vs. the Spider 2001? I've heard of it, I think, but I've heard of a movie like this. Is it a very old one, like the 50s or something?
I got no idea. I've never heard of this movie.
I haven't. Sorry,
Oh.
sorry, my friend. Neither of us have. William Castle was very good at peppering his films with tongue-in-cheek gimmicks. Like I said, Alan, I don't mind it. It's got to be done right, though. And I just sometimes I just want to go to the cinema and see pure horror and be scared out my mind, like Hereditary. Yeah, there was no comedy in that. That was perfect. No. Midsommar. Yeah, thank you. That's what I want to see. So
I feel like there's this thing now, like there's this very Marvel-y humour that goes about in a lot of films, and Marvel humour is great.
Yeah,
it's sort of spread into other properties now and other genres, and it doesn't like because it went into Star Wars with the sequels. Does not work at all. Like I remember in The Last Jedi being in the cinema and having like Poe make your mum jokes to Hux, and I was like, what on earth? And then it's happening in horror films now as well, where this Marvel humour is creeping over, and it works great in Marvel, but it doesn't work in some other films. Some films handle it okay, but most don't.
Yeah, it's like an unwritten rule, isn't it? But I agree, Marvel does the best humour. The amount of times I've laughed at Marvel movies, mate.
I think they embrace how stupid they are, but when you've got something that's already set up, like Star Wars, I keep using as an example, it's a serious universe, and then all of a sudden they start putting the Marvel jokes in, it's like, doesn't feel right. It doesn't work for Star Wars. But Marvel has always acknowledged that we got Thor from outer space coming down. This is kind of dumb.
It's like Disney have said, make sure you put some of that Marvel humour in there because we own it now.
Yeah, it really is. Like every movie of theirs.
Yeah. Question for Movie Bug. Oh yeah, James, you got a question? So you can get a movie where once. So yeah, you can have this one. Question for Movie Bug. Which movie do you think is worse, Venom 2 or Amazing Spider-Man 2? Oof.
Venom 2. They're both terrible, but I'd rather put on Spider-Man because it's Spider-Man.
Yeah. Well, you're going to get to see them both together soon by the look of things. But a different Spider-Man.
I can't contain my excitement.
I've just got this vision of you, James, just loving No Way From Home. Just like, yeah, this is amazing. I'm in Marvel heaven. And then Venom shows up.
You're gonna hear him before you see him. You're just gonna hear him go edgy, and I'm no. Here we go.
It'll go from like a 9 to a 4 in seconds.
Yeah. I'll just storm out the cinema. I'm out.
I think Venom 2 is worse myself personally as well. Some comedic sketches in horror don't always work if they are not done right. Yeah, I agree, Alan.
Yeah. I just keep thinking of It Chapter 2.
I actually thought the comedy in the miniseries worked better just because they had that one character who's trying to be a comedian. But in this one, it was just all over the place.
Yeah.
What about Rick and Morty, James? You're a fan? Thanks, Bob, for asking a question.
I done 2 seasons of it, but it's not my thing. Animated comedy like Family Guy and all that sort of stuff. It's not really my thing.
I watched the first episode of it and absolutely hated it. I hated the way he just called, hey Morty, how you doing, Morty? And just kept saying his name, and it just wasn't for me.
I'm gonna be honest, I was
just stick with it, but I haven't gone back to it yet.
I was sort of on eggshells there because just in case you did like it, but I'll be honest, the show drove me nuts. I got very sick of it, and I got very sick of the fan base as well. I found it a very toxic fan base, and I was like,
it's very toxic. Oh, is it? Yeah.
Too much.
I don't think I'll be going back to it anytime soon. Anyway, I think it's good that the videos are on IMDb, as it would get them out to a wider audience. Yeah, I don't know if that's possible. I know they put trailers and stuff on there on the movies, but I'm not quite sure anyone's going on my IMDb page apart from myself. So
yeah, same here.
might start putting them in the description in the YouTube videos. Yeah, there's my IMDb chat thing.
Yeah, just go give me a 10-star rating, please.
Have you seen 28 Days Later? Yeah, I have. Good movie. I haven't seen it for a while, but really, I've seen it a couple of times. I do enjoy it. Have you seen it, James?
Yeah, I remember I watched this one at school. My teachers didn't show me. I was in like a 2-hour-long class with like a substitute teacher, and me and my mate put it on our laptop screen. And
it was just one of them lessons where you don't have to do anything because it's substitute.
Exactly. And I think I shit myself about 10 times during the movie. I go, "Wow!" You're like, "You all right?" Like, yeah, fine. Yeah, just throw into the work.
Them jump scares always get you, don't they, mate?
Oh, I'm terrible with them.
And its sequel, yeah, I've seen 28 Weeks Later as well. I've heard there's a 28 Months Later in development, but I don't know if it's just a rumor or whatever. But the sequel is decent as well. I like the sequel.
Yeah, I like it. But I've heard that the 28 Months one, I remember talking about that at school with people. Like, that's been in development for years, I think. So God knows if it's ever going to get made.
Well, I actually seen it on Twitter about, I think it was like 6 months ago or something. Someone mentioned it. So it might be nothing in it, and it might just be that rumour that you heard in schools.
Well, it's just one of those things where it creeps up every now and then. I do see like a tweet or a Facebook post about it, so I wouldn't be surprised if it happens eventually.
I think it'd make quite a bit of money, to be honest.
I'd go. I mean, I'd be a nervous wreck going into it because I hate those kind of zombies that sprint and stuff. It's like, nah, too much. I like the Walking Dead ones, or the Shaun of the Dead ones are even better because they move like this speed.
Have you seen the George and Romero ones by any chance? Like Night of the Living Dead, Dawn of the Dead and stuff?
I've only seen, Night of the Living Dead. That's the only one I've seen from him.
The next two are really, really good. So if you're looking for a zombie film, I do recommend them. Sorry about that. Have you seen Constantine? Have you, James?
I haven't.
Keanu Reeves, isn't it? My sister used to tell me to watch it all the time when she had it on like DVD, and I think it's getting a sequel soon as well. So I'll have to go and watch the first one before that second one comes out. But apparently the character is based from his hometown is Liverpool, the comic book character.
Oh, really?
My dad's actually reading the novel now. So
he is British. He's very cocky, isn't he? I think Constantine, because
I saw bad, yeah.
One of his movies. Where am I looking? It's in here, and I love it. There's which one is it? Justice League Dark in this set.
Oh, it's like an animated DC set, is it?
There's the Justice League Dark. He's like the main character of it, and there's a scene that I absolutely love in it because he can see ghosts and stuff, but no one else can. There's a bit where they're in this place where there's loads of ghosts, and like the rest of the Justice League are with him. And then one of the ghosts gets up in Batman's face, but Batman shouldn't be able to see him because only Constantine can see the ghosts. And the ghost gets like this close to Batman's face, and Batman just goes, boo. And all the ghosts shit themselves. I'm like, oh, that's cool. I love that.
How does he know he's there?
No idea.
I love all them Batman animated stuff. I'm watching a couple at the minute, to be honest. But I know that's a little bit of a different box set you've got there. Like.
I know there's like a big one you can get, and I do want to get hold of that.
Yeah. I think Jake's got it. Jake Blower, I think he bought it or something.
Yeah, I was a bit jealous of that.
James, have you started any of your adult box set like Hellraiser and The Ring?
You've honestly just named the only 2-hour box sets I haven't dug into yet. I've done all my others.
Mate, Hellraiser, the first one, is a really good film. Really, really good.
I'm expecting to like that one quite a bit.
Did you have any inkling to pick up the Children of the Corn one, or?
I can't lie, because I saw a lot of people talking about it. I looked it up on IMDb and saw it's got like a 5 point something out of 10. I was like, maybe I'll wait.
I just watched the first one on the weekend. I didn't love it. I thought I was really gonna like it, but
I
must admit, I was struggling the last half an hour because I've been so tired with the baby and he was getting minded that night. I was like dropping off. I'm going to go and rewatch the last 30 minutes, but it wasn't anything special.
No, because I know some people in the community really like it and they were posting the box everywhere, but I went and read a few reviews and was like, I'm not sure.
Hitchcock was good with introductory comedic sketches. Yeah, I mean, he does throw a little tiny bit of comedy in his movies, I suppose, sometimes. Yeah, he's always in his movies as well. Do you remember the start? I think it's Psycho, where he's walking the dogs and he jumps back.
Yeah, I gotta say, because I've only just got into Hitchcock, but I must have watched Rear Window like 5 times in the last 2 months. I love that movie. I love
it that much.
I like the first time I watched it, I was like, that was good. I think I gave it a 7.5 out of 10. But I've watched it so many times now. I love that film.
Hitchcock's such a good director, isn't he? I've only seen 5 of his films. I've seen Rear Window, but yeah, he's got this unique style about him, and he's kind of like. I felt like he was ahead of his time, but it also fits that style, that decade as well. It's kind of hard, He wasn't like any other filmmaker, was he? Really?
No, I mean, I sort of always remember being around my grandparents and films like that, and like Clint Eastwood being on the telly, and like Laurel and Hardy as well. And it's like, I think that's why I love watching things like the Hitchcock, and why I think I'm gonna like the Eastwood set, and while I like my Charlie Chaplin at the minute, because it reminds me of when I was around there watching stuff like that.
Didn't you think you had a drink when you ordered that one, didn't you?
Yeah, the Hitchcock, the Chaplin one. Sorry, yeah, I still remember that. Just getting a notification, your Charlie Chaplin box set's being delivered today. I'm like, I didn't order that. They was like, well, when did I order this? Oh, 2:00 Sunday morning. Yeah. I wonder what I was doing then.
Are you actually enjoying what you've seen of it?
I really am, actually, because like I just used to watch Laurel and Hardy around my grandparents when I was a kid, and it just reminds me of that.
Yeah, fair enough, mate. Yeah. Unless he was meant to type this, Guy Ritchie worst movie is Rock and Roller. I wasn't a big fan of Rock and Roller. I know a lot of people do like it, but I wasn't a massive fan of it. Whether it's his worst film or not, I don't know.
There was one that I disliked a lot more than Rock and Roller, but I can't remember.
Revolver.
Which one?
Revolver.
Yes, that was it. Revolver. I'm pretty sure that I do have a. Yeah, here's my Guy Ritchie ranking. Yeah, Revolver.
I haven't seen that one, to be honest.
Crap. I definitely preferred Rock and Roller to it, but Rock and Roller is my second from bottom Guy Ritchie film.
He's been a strange director, hasn't he? He's done all them. Then he done Aladdin and stuff.
I can't believe he's done Aladdin again.
What was that, Jody?
I like most of his films, to be fair. He's a good director.
Yeah, I think I still haven't watched this new one. Yeah, I know you have, and you weren't a big fan of it, that Rafa Man. But
it starts off good, but it sort of lost me about halfway through, which is such a shame because I love The Gentleman so much. It was a big step down from that one.
Me too. I've watched The Gentleman a couple of times now, and it's just brilliant, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think, you know what? I honestly think it's better than Lock, Stock and Snatch, and I don't know if I'm alone there, but I do prefer it.
I prefer it as well. I've got The Gentleman as my second favourite of his after Snatch.
Yeah. I mean the coast, but I love The Gentleman, to be honest.
Yeah.
Vernon says, thanks, mate. I always watch all of your videos. Looking forward to Christmas, so get them ones ready, mate. Yeah, a few Christmas reviews or something. Is that what you mean? I done a top 10 Christmas videos last year, so I'm looking on reviewing a couple of Christmas films this year, actually. Maybe like that. Well, I was going to do Die Hard, but It's a Wonderful Life and stuff. Sorry, James.
Yeah, I was Die Hard's a Christmas film, I'd say.
I mean, it is and it isn't, isn't it? I mean, it's one of them debates that'll just go on for all eternity. But I was going to do it just because I wanted to anyway, and I thought that might be a good time because, thanks anyway, Vernon. Jordan, what age rating would you give your live streams? 12, 15, etc. If we had Rob on here, there'd be an 18.
Yeah.
I don't know, 12A maybe. We haven't scored every games or anything. I'm not going to answer this next one. I'll just put it up, but we won't answer it.
Oh. Oh dear.
Hey Jordan and James, how you doing? Hello Peter, thanks so much for coming along, mate. We're doing good, thanks so much. What is your favourite title of the Arrow range, and have you picked up any in the recent sale? I knew this question was going to come up. I've just had 2 weeks off work because maternity, but I don't get paid maternity because I'm self-employed, so I've just got to watch it a little bit at the minute. So I haven't picked anything up, but my favourite Arrow title is RoboCop, as everyone knows. What about you, James?
I should have guessed the RoboCop one for you. I'm going to HMV on Saturday, so I will be indulging in the Arrow sale then.
Yeah. Do you know how long it's on for?
Oh, no, I don't. It's normally about 3 weeks, I think, isn't it? Something like that.
Yeah, something like that. But I know when I get paid again, that's when it'll go off.
Yeah, absolutely. Always the way. Always the way. I'm torn on my favourites, so I'm going to say 2. Battle Royale and Tremors. I love Tremors.
Yeah. Still a movie I haven't seen yet. I need to get round to that. I've seen Battle Royale, though. It's brilliant.
Yeah, I showed my mate Luke Tremors once. He was round here. I think we just got a takeaway pizza. So we're just having a couple drinks, light drinking for us. And we were trying to pick a movie, and it's on Netflix. And I was like, "Oh, have you seen this?" He was like, "No." I whacked it on. It's like one of his favourite films now as well.
Oh, it's one of his favourite, yeah.
Yeah, he loves it.
You got your eye on anything in the sale, or are you just gonna go and blind buy? Well, not blind buy, but see what you see.
Yeah, I want to get Psycho 2 because
brilliant film.
Everyone tells me it's good. I love the original Alfred Hitchcock Psycho.
Mate, that is one of the most underrated films I've ever seen. I won't build it up too much for you, but it's really, really good.
I think I'm gonna get it. I think I am.
I highly recommend you pick that up. So
yeah.
I really like Halloween 4. Good film. I quite like The Mask. Really? Good film, yeah. I don't know about The Mask.
It stands out in the franchise.
It does stand out for my opinion, the wrong reasons, but fair enough, mate. Have you seen *Malignant*? It's easily one of the best horror films of recent years. Yes, I have seen it, and I think after *A Quiet Place 2*, I probably think it's the best horror film this year. Have you seen it, James? I think you have seen it, haven't you?
I have seen it. I agree. Yeah, I've got *Quiet Place 2* definitely above it. I'm trying to think if I've got any other horrors above it, but I don't think I do. I think it's my second favourite horror of the year so far as well.
Yeah. Because I checked just before the stream, actually, because someone said, what's the top 3 horrors of the year on Twitter, and I answered it, so I know it is second. So, yeah. I thought it was really good. I remember it finished, I went, that was stupid. And then as soon as I got in my car, I kept thinking about it, and thought that was actually pretty good, actually.
Yeah.
I think the last 5 minutes just left a little bit of a sour taste in my mouth, because I thought that was the weakest part of the film. But when I thought about it, I thought it was really great, actually.
Yeah, I really liked it for the most part. I just remember that one bit. I don't want to spoil it, but where you sort of see the creature on a hospital table, and it's sort of just kind of like,
yeah,
that looks kind of stupid. But it was fun though. It was a fun movie.
I agree. Thanks, James. I don't know what that was for. maybe something. Oh wait, I think it was because you liked this picture.
Oh right, yes, you're welcome.
What's the last movie you both watched?
Oh, I watched The Right Stuff last night, and Titane, I think is how you say it, the new French film.
Titane, I think that's it. Oh, have you seen that, have you?
Watch that, because I know people love it. Like, it's going straight to the top of people's number ones. It was a bloody hard film to watch.
Hard as in disturbing, or hard as to follow?
I'm not normally like that, like disturbing. Like, I'm not normally like that with films. I can watch a lot of gruesome stuff, but some of that was hard to watch.
I do plan on watching it maybe this weekend, so I'm really looking forward to it. But is it a good film?
It's a good film, very good film. There were just some scenes where I was watching, I was like, it's a little bit too, like, a film has to go really far to be too graphic for me. And this film done it.
Right, okay. I'm looking forward to it now.
It's a good film.
I heard someone on my Twitter said she fainted and she had to get carried out by her friend, so, yeah.
It's, yeah, I won't give nothing away, but there are some scenes where I've had some, no, too much.
The last film I watched is right next to me here because it's going to be in my next Blu-ray update, but it is both the first one and the second one.
Oh, nice.
I watched the second part the other day, but I only got like 20 minutes in because my girlfriend had gone to her mum's that night and the baby wouldn't stop crying, so I've got to rewatch the second one, but I'm really enjoying it. I love the animated Batman, so that's the last one I watched.
I'd really recommend picking up that Injustice one they've just brought out. Because
I think I've seen that in Tesco not long ago.
It only come out a couple weeks. Have you played the games?
No, the like beat 'em ups, aren't they?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, amazing story. So I'd really recommend that animated Blu-ray.
Right. Okay. Amazing story in the game or both?
Well, I haven't seen the animated film yet, but I'm pretty sure it is just the game put into a movie. So I'm guessing it's going to be exactly the same.
Right. Okay. I'm actually planning on picking all these Batman animated things, to be honest, now, because they're just really easy to watch and enjoyable, but they're for adults, and just something about adult animated movies that just really resonate with me. So I like the fact that Batman is made for adults, basically. So
yeah, no, I agree.
Pawnshop Chronicles is an anthology movie about 3 stories. Paul Walker going to rob a lab mat. Dylan looking for his wife, and Brendan Fraser doing a rap. Sounds very, very interesting. I will admit, but I've just never heard of it.
No.
I'll keep my eye out for that one. Oh, sorry, James. I've just gone all the way to the bottom here.
Oh, I do that all the time on my streams.
And we're just getting that question again.
Well.
I'm not going to answer that Entertainment 101. This is a 12A live stream.
Well, yeah, this is the family-friendly streams.
What is your favourite Christopher Walken film? Very good question. He's been in a lot of films, hasn't he?
Yeah. God.
I wish you had the iPad next to me right now.
Yeah, I'm going to do a Google search for this one, because I know I've seen a lot with him in, but I can't think of the good ones off the top of my head.
I'm going to go with Wedding Crashers. I love that movie, and I really like him in it, so Wedding Crashers is my answer.
Yeah.
I know he's probably been in overall better films, but...
He was in Pulp Fiction?
Oh, Pulp Fiction, yeah. Of course. He's in it for like one scene, isn't he, with the watch, when he gives it to Bruce Willis when he's younger.
Yeah, it's such a small scene. I can't say that. Catch Me If You Can. Yeah, I'd go with Catch Me If You Can, I think. Yeah.
Batman Returns, he's in that as well. He plays a really good character in Batman Returns. Catch Me If You Can is a good film. I haven't seen it for ages, but I remember really liking it.
Yeah, it's actually due a rewatch for me, I think. Catch Me If You Can. I love that movie.
Yeah. Spielberg.
Yeah.
Hi guys, what film are you most hyped for in 2022? Very, very easy answer for me.
Oh, Batman.
It's gotta be, hasn't it? I mean, I don't know about you, James, but for me, after that trailer the other day, I was just like, yeah.
Honestly, 2 weeks ago, I would have said Doctor Strange. But after the second trailer for Batman and all of these not so great rumours about Doctor Strange 2, I'm going the Batman as well.
Yeah. Gotta be on it. I'm really looking forward to seeing Paul Dano's Riddler as well. Because I don't know if you've seen The Will Be Blood, but I think he's brilliant in that film. I just think he's such a good character.
Yeah, I actually haven't seen that film, but he's such a good actor, and I'm just so happy we're not getting the Joker as a villain. We're going to see some other villains.
Well, I'm not holding my breath on this one because I know the story is set like 2 years into Batman's reign, isn't it? Like that's how it's starting. And there's a scene in that trailer where he's interviewing someone and the shutter comes up, but you don't see the face. And I'm thinking, is that the Joker behind there? I think it would have been in the casting thing on IMDb, so I don't know.
I just really want to sell, because I think they're probably going to plan a trilogy here. I'm happy for Joker to be in the last one, but I just want to see some other villains first, because it's always the Joker.
Yeah. Batman's got so many great villains, hasn't it? It really has. But I'd be lying if I said I wouldn't be looking forward to a new Joker, but we haven't really... Jim Carrey's Riddler was a bit silly, and I'm like to seeing a serious take on it, so I'm looking forward to it. Yeah. Who is your favourite actor and their best film? Well, Al Pacino, Godfather 2 for me.
I mean, I'd go Christopher Lee as my favourite actor at the minute. Favourite film that he's in? It's going to be one of the Lord of the Rings. Oh no, well, I feel like now I've got to say Revenge of the Sith, because he is in that, isn't he? Even if he's only in it for a minute. But then I want to say Return of the King, because I genuinely do prefer that film. But he's only in the extended cut. He's not in the theatrical one. One of those two. Just both of them.
Well, I'll let you pick both.
Yeah, it's too difficult.
Paul, hello, Paul. Thanks so much for coming along, mate. Hey, guys. Hope you're both doing well. What your movie watching plans for Halloween day and night? Well, we're dressing little Roman up in a costume that we've got, so we're going to my mum's just to show him off, and then we're going to her dad's, and then I'm hoping I can get home about 6:30, 7 and throw Halloween the original on. I usually watch that Halloween night, so I'm hoping that's my plan. What about you, James? You got any plans?
Normally I do Halloween, but my mate who normally hosts these big Halloween gatherings is not about this year, so I think I've just got my mate Luke coming around, and we're just going to have a few drinks. So whatever movie we're in the mood for will go on. It probably won't even be a horror. It'll probably just be like something dumb.
Like, what was the one you threw on before? Tremors.
Tremors. We do.
So sad it's horror though, isn't
it? Yeah, I suppose. But we do the stupidest films. We'll put on like Scooby-Doo 2, Monsters Unleashed, or Mamma Mia.
Who's this, Luke, is it?
Yeah, he's been on my streams twice, a couple times, I think.
Yeah. I watched a bit of one a while ago when you had him and Ryan on it.
Oh, yeah.
Have you seen Rosemary's Baby? You seen that one, James?
I actually haven't. No.
I think it's one of the best horrors ever made.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's a really, really good film.
Okay.
It's a very, very slow burn, but it's just worth it in the end. So really, really clever horror movie, that one.
Yeah.
Do you want to just go for another 15 minutes, James, or?
Yeah, sure, that's fine with me.
Yeah, we go till 9 o'clock.
Yeah, that's all good with me, mate.
Okay, everyone, we're going to go for another 15 minutes. So, yeah, let's just crack on with the comments. Sandman was a good villain. He was the best part of Spider-Man 3. It was Venom that they got wrong. Do you think... I didn't mind Venom in Spider-Man 3. Could have been better.
Yeah, I do like Sandman in Spider-Man 3. I don't know if he was the best part about it, but yeah, he was pretty good in it. He was decent.
The dance is the best part of Spider-Man 3.
Absolutely.
What was all that about?
Love it.
I love your film collection. We'd love to have one, but I worry if we transition completely to digital in years to come and they fizzle out like VHS, it will be worthless. Do you consider this when spending? It's always in the back of my mind, but I do think there'll always be a market for physical media. Look at vinyl. still going. There's a lot of music on streaming and stuff now. And like the likes of me and James and stuff, and all these people who collect movies, I do think these labels will carry on bringing films out. So
that's it. Yeah, I just feel like you see things like Arrow releasing films from the 80s and stuff, and Criterion going all the way back to like the 40s and stuff, and it's like these films wouldn't be coming out if there weren't people still picking them up constantly.
Yeah, even Disney now are doing it. Even Disney bring 4Ks out and stuff, and they've got their own streaming service. So
yeah, I just sort of feel like there's always going to be a market for it. It's getting smaller, there's no doubt, but there's always going to be a market for it.
I agree. Enjoyed the live stream tonight. Glad to see the lives back. Nice one, Jamie, mate. I have to get you on soon. In a few weeks or something. Hello, Alex. Hope you're okay, mate. Evening, lads. Hope you're both doing well. Thanks so much for coming along, my friend. Hope you're doing well. I prefer my horror movies to be serious. Yes, definitely, Alan. Definitely. Yeah. What are your thoughts on Jody Coleman as an actor? I think she's bloody brilliant.
Yeah, it's funny because I can't remember whether it was last year or the year before, but I decided to watch like all of Killing Eve, and I thought she was great. And I remember watching it thinking, why is no one casting her in films? And then all of a sudden this year I've seen Free Guy and The Last Duel, and she's great in both of them.
Yeah, I must admit, James, I've never ever watched Killing Eve. I've seen bits of it here and there when it was on telly, but I need to watch it. I need to watch it. But the last two films I've seen it in, especially The Last Duel, I was like, she can act.
The first season of Killing Eve, class, but really amazing.
First season.
No, first season.
Oh, first season.
Yeah, it's absolutely amazing. But the final season's coming out next year, I think. So there's not much left now.
What's coming out next year? Oh, the final season.
Yeah.
I thought it had finished, to be honest.
They probably should have finished it last season, I think, but
they always do it. They sometimes do that, don't they? Just a little bit too long.
Yeah.
Question for movie: which version of Venom do you think is worse, Tom Hardy or Topher Grace? I think Topher Grace Venom was not good. Tom Hardy is the superior Venom. Is Topher Grace the Spider-Man 3 one?
Yeah.
I like Venom 1. I like it. I don't like Venom 2, so I'd probably say Tom Hardy, but it's a bittersweet answer if you like.
Yeah, I'd agree. Even though I don't like the Venom solo films, but Venom is big. The one in Spider-Man 3 was really small.
Yeah, I can see the pain in your face there, James, answering that.
It hurts.
Most annoying trope. I hate it when the protagonist tries to run past the monster killer instead of away from them. And don't even get me started on why they never put the lights on. Yeah, Alan's actually done a top 10 most annoying horror tropes, and I was laughing so hard at the video, but I agreed with everything he said.
Yeah.
You know what done me head in Halloween Kills? Do you see where Michael Myers is walking down the stairs, and it's just before she says, "Come and get your mask." The other girl's in the house, and instead of going out the door that's already open, she goes into the hallway, and I was just like, "Oh my god!" So many people in that film get killed because of their own doing. When they're all surrounding him at the end, and that guy goes right up to him, like a foot away from him, tries to shoot him. It's like, why don't you do it from a little bit further back?
Yeah, I know. See, one of the things I really liked about the new Candyman was when that woman in the dry cleaners was in the back room, and like the door opened or something, and she looked down the stairs and went into a dark basement, and she just went, "Nope," shut the door and walked off. I was like, well done. Because in any other movie, you would have gone down there.
Yeah. Do you know what? Do you remember the movie Scream? You've just recently watched it, haven't you? I love the way it takes the piss out of itself, really, because she's on the phone and she goes, "I hate it when they run up the stairs. It's insulting." And then Ghostface comes in the house and she runs upstairs.
Yeah. I love the way Scream takes the piss out of itself, because I think in the second one as well, there are a lot, like, I vaguely remember some dialogue where someone was like, "Oh, the sequel's never as good." Blah 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 blah. And I'm like, "Well, you're not wrong."
Yeah. But yeah, Alan, my most annoying horror trope is when someone kills the villain and drops the weapon right next to them. That's probably my most annoying.
Yeah. I don't know what mine would be off the top of my head, but I think I would definitely agree with that.
Are there any books you've read that have been adapted to a film? What were your thoughts? I don't read too many books, Bob, but I've read the book It, and it's the best book I've ever read. I like the miniseries, what it's done with that book. But yeah, I haven't read too many books, to be honest. I've got a lot of Stephen King ones. I just haven't got through them yet. What about you, James? You do a bit of reading, don't you? Or is it more like comics and stuff?
Well, I have all the Star Wars books, but I listen to them on Audible, so it's cheating. Right. But they're never going to get made into films because they're already part of the universe.
Yeah.
The only book I read, but I'd already watched it. I'd watched Game of Thrones, and I went and read the first book, which, to be honest, is more or less exactly how season 1 of Game of Thrones plays out. There really isn't many differences, but that's about it. Other than that, the only thing I really occasionally will read is biographies. So I haven't really read any books that have turned into films, to be honest.
It's a shame, really, because once I do actually start reading a book, I do get into it, but it's usually just like on holiday or something.
I'm the same. Only whenever honestly, every memory I have of me holding and reading a book is by a pool somewhere sunny.
Yeah. I mean, the last couple of holidays have gone on. I've took my Nintendo Switch, so I'll even read on holiday, to be honest.
Yeah. I mean, I just got a Switch, so I'll be doing the same now.
Yeah. I know you've got one, yeah. I've cheated me. Oh, sorry, just off my camera there.
Yeah, oh, sure.
Are we okay? Oh, sorry. Sorry, everyone. I went to... okay. Sorry, James.
No, it's all right. I do it all the time in my streams. I'm not something that goes flying.
No, Alan's just saying I treated myself to Deep Red 4K. I've just bought it myself.
I don't know this. Is it any good?
I haven't watched it yet. I've just heard it's really, really good. And I pre-ordered like 3 things a couple of months ago, and that was one of them. So they're all here now. So I'm looking forward to watching it.
Oh, nice. Yeah, you'll have to let me know how that one is, because I saw the cover and it looked pretty cool, I've got to say.
Yeah, that's what drove me to it, actually, to be honest. Drew me towards it. So, have you seen any of Jerry Anderson's shows like Captain Scarlet, Thunderbirds, and Stingray? I've seen a bit of Thunderbirds when I was younger, but that's about it.
Yep, I grew up with that stuff. I've got in my hallway, actually, the Blu-ray set of Thunderbirds that come out. I used to love that. And Captain Scarlet. I haven't seen Have I seen Stingray? Don't know, but I grew up with Captain Scarlet and Thunderbirds because I still remember, like, when I used to go to the dentist when I was younger, I used to hate it. My mum would always go, "If we go, I'll buy you a Thunderbirds video." I've still got in my garage like 10 Thunderbirds VHSs.
Yeah.
So
changed the animation on it a little bit, didn't he, later on?
What's that, sorry?
Didn't he change like the animation on it later on in it?
I just like the 60s puppetry Thunderbirds. Yeah. That's what I grew up with, because I know now it's all computer CGI. And yeah. I haven't even gone near that. Although I did watch the movie with Ben Kingsley in. He played the villain.
Is it animated or just live action?
No, it's live action, yeah.
Oh, is it, yeah?
Ben Kingsley plays... I can't remember his name. The villain in it. The bald guy. I can't remember his name. But, yeah. It's a funny movie. It's not very good. But as a kid, you love Thunderbirds. I think Thunderbirds was literally the first thing I got into when I was younger. It's Thunderbirds, then Star Wars, then Doctor Who and all that stuff. I loved that movie as a kid. But it's crap.
I didn't even know there was a Thunderbirds movie.
Oh, it's crap. It's Vanessa Hudson's in it as well.
Vanessa Hudson.
The High School Musical actress.
I know the name, but
yeah,
I just can't picture it. I don't know her name. No.
Oh, what's his name's in it as well? I've got to find out who this other guy was that was in it, because you'll know him. I can't think of his name. Thunderbirds. Where is it? Come on. Thunderbirds. 2004. Oh, come on. Where's his name? Bill Paxton's in it.
Oh, Bill Paxton. Yeah, I love that guy.
Yeah, it's got like a really good cast.
I didn't even know it was a thing till this moment, mate.
Yeah, it's a fun watch. Yeah, fun watch.
If I see it, I'll pick it up. Eraserhead is the weirdest film I've ever seen, but I can't stop rewatching it, trying to make sense of it. I love David Lynch. Two films I don't really like are Dune and Eraserhead. Have you watched that one yet, James? I know you just picked it up.
I haven't got round to it yet. I've heard it's very odd. Not sure it's going to be for me, but I will give it a go.
Yeah, don't let it put. If you don't like it, don't let it put you off David Lynch, because all those other films are great.
Yeah, just as much.
I just won a Criterion competition on Twitter, and I won 6 Criterion Blu-rays, and Eraserhead is one of them. So I'll have to get rid of my other copy now.
Oh, nice! Did you get to pick them, or was it just like 6?
It was 6 horror ones they were giving away for October. Night of the Living Dead was one of them, and there were like 4 other ones I haven't really heard of. But Night of the Hunter was one of them as well, which is I have wanted to see that all my life. Because it's the guy with love-hate on his knuckles. I don't know if you've ever seen that picture, but it's off that.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, that's bloody good job though, winning that.
What, sorry?
I said it's a good job winning that.
Yeah,
6 free Criterion.
Couldn't believe it. So yeah. Evening, I'm so excited for my first stream next week. Yeah, Jamie, I know you're coming on with us.
Yeah,
on the bounty, yeah. Good to see you there, mate.
Absolutely.
What do you think of Wanted with James McAvoy?
I like that film. It's good fun.
Yeah, it's ridiculous, but I like it.
There was talk for ages of a sequel, but I think it's a bit late now.
Yeah, I do, but it's a really fun film. I really liked it. Hi lads, hello Jam. That's James, isn't it?
Yeah,
James
from
the Big Paulie page. Yeah, thanks so much for coming along, mate. Been on a stream with James once. I bought 2 more arrows today, even though I thought I tried to stop myself at HMV. I bought Invasion of the Body Snatchers and The Stuff. I've heard The Stuff's a really good film, actually. I need to pick that one up. I do have Invasion of the Body Snatchers, but
yeah,
I'm not gonna lie, mate. I couldn't get into it.
No, I really do like the Arrow range though, because of just all the weird titles in there. Yeah, if you know what I mean.
It kind of reminds me, like, when the Mega Drive was about and stuff. I don't know if you're old enough to remember all that, but I know you got a PS2 first, didn't you?
Yeah, that was my first one.
Yeah, well, a Mega Drive and the Super Nintendo, the artwork, so much detail went into the artwork, and that's how you'd usually pick the game, going by the artwork, because there was no internet and stuff, and that's what Arrow reminds me of. They just put so much effort into the artwork.
Yeah, no, you're not wrong.
Maybe getting a few arrows tomorrow. Everyone's picking these arrows up.
I'm excited to get to HMV on Saturday. Psycho 2, hopefully. Well,
here we go. Alan says Psycho 2 is brilliant.
I keep hearing really good things. So, as I say, I'm a huge fan of the originals. So, yeah.
Favorite Scorsese film other than Goodfellas? The Colour of Money is proper underrated in my opinion. Definitely one of my favorite films in general. The Colour of Money, I think that's like a pool. It's about pool or snooker or something. I think Tom Cruise is in it with Paul Newman, is it?
Yeah, I think I haven't seen it, but see, I wouldn't put Goodfellas as my favourite anyway, personally.
What is The Wolf of Wall Street?
It's The Wolf of Wall Street or The Departed. I love those two. I'll go Wolf of Wall Street purely because it's so rewatchable, I think.
I think I might go with that as well myself. Mine is Goodfellas, but I can't pick it. So yeah, Wolf of Wall Street, Taxi Driver.
Good one.
Raging Bull is amazing as well. So I'm sure there's another one that I'm not thinking of though. I just can't quite get what it is. I'm sure there's another one, but
he's got a lot of good films.
Yeah, his films are amazing, aren't they? I'll go with Taxi Driver. Jake, good evening, gents. How are we? Oh, mate. And so those animated DC movies are amazing. Yeah, we were just talking about. You think you picked that box there, though?
Yeah.
And King of New York is a good Walken movie. It's on Arrow. I'm gonna be honest, Jake. I didn't like that film, mate. I know a lot of people do like it, but I just couldn't get into it at all. Have you seen that one?
I haven't seen that one. Maybe one I might have to look for on Saturday. But yeah, I don't know.
It's been out for a while. It's been out for a while on that Arrow label, anyway. But Christopher Walken's good in it. I just didn't like the movie that much.
That's fair. Yeah, there's something about Chris Walken. I really just enjoy watching him. He's got a really good presence in films, I think.
What was that, sorry, James?
Oh, I was saying, like, I just like Chris Walken in movies. He's got like a really good presence in the films that he's in.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. Just like owns the screen, doesn't he, when he's on there? Which movie do you like more, Fight Club or The Wolf of Wall Street? I'm gonna go with Fight Club because it's in my top 10 films of all time. I've got a feeling you're gonna go with the other one.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Wolf of Wall Street.
I'll be honest, James. There's like 6-7 comments left. Should we just get through them quickly and then we'll?
Yeah, let's do it.
Lanko, hello, Lanko. Thanks so much.
Hello,
your profile picture. I've just watched that movie for the first time last week, Seven Samurai, and I think it's like number 21 on IMDb, best films ever.
I keep waiting for a UK Criterion Blu-ray release of that.
I have got it on Blu-ray, but it's not Criterion. But I'm surprised Criterion haven't got it, to be honest.
Nah.
It's one of them BFI ones. Probably knowing you, James, it'll probably be Mamma Mia.
I'm guessing that's for Saturday when I have Halloween night, when I have a few drinks. My mates, it'll probably be Mamma Mia.
Question for movie, where does Logan rank in your favourite superhero movies of all time? Well, my friend, I haven't seen it yet. I watched The Wolverine a couple of months ago, and I said, after I've watched all them unwatched films in my collection, that is one of the first films I'm going to pick up. Because I've heard it's amazing. So
yeah, hands down, stand out of the whole Fox Marvel films.
Would you say it's the best, like X-Men? I know it's not. I know it's a little bit of a spin-off, but
yeah, I'd absolutely put it there as the best one.
Leon was telling me it's like a Western type.
I think it was influenced in its filmmaking.
Right.
But I love the idea of it being like he's old, he's a bit washed up as a character. I think it's a really fitting end for the character. They done it as well as they could.
There's a noir version of it, isn't there, where it's like black and white and stuff.
I haven't watched the noir version, but I can imagine it's good.
I've read A Clockwork Orange. It's pretty close to the film, but the book is more graphic and violent than the film, which was toned down for obvious reasons, and then the book has an extra section to it. I've heard it's a really great book, and it's only very thin as well, so maybe that is one to read, because I reckon I could get through that pretty quickly, actually.
Yeah. Well, I love the film.
Yeah, I do. I rewatched it this month, James, and it's just amazing.
It really is, yeah.
Which superhero casting choice do you like more? Wesley Snipes as Blade or Ron Perlman as Hellboy? Have you seen Blade, James?
Actually, haven't seen the Blade films. I haven't watched them.
It's actually on at the cinema this Friday. I don't know if it's like an anniversary or something.
I'll probably watch them all in preparation for the new one. Whenever Marvel get their arse into gear and make that.
Yeah. It's going to be strange seeing Marvel what they do, because this is like an 18 Blade, and it really works.
He'll be toned down in this one.
Yeah. But I'm definitely going with Wesley Snipes there. I love the character of Blade, and I think he's amazing as Blade. And I wish he was actually... I know the new guy is quite a good actor, but Wesley Snipes as Blade is brilliant. Yeah. So, I'm watching Kate on Netflix tonight. What are your thoughts on it? I've heard of this movie, Alex. I heard some people say they didn't really like it too much, but you've seen it, haven't you, James?
I've seen it. I thought it was just dead center, middle of the road. Yeah.
it's a shame. Quite a lot of Netflix films do seem to be like that. So I hope you enjoy it, Alex.
Yeah, I've gone off Netflix original films, to be honest. I really have. There's so many bad ones now.
Well, there's one coming out tomorrow, and it's a spin-off of Army of the Dead.
Yeah.
And it's that character who's my least favourite character in Army of the Dead, but apparently it's really good. So
the guy who plays the main character in it is directing it as well. I was like,
oh, is he?
so weird.
It's a strange one, this one, isn't it? But
they announced as well the title for the sequel of Army of the Dead today.
Oh, did they?
Planet of the Dead. So
we're getting a sequel to Army of the Dead. What's it called?
Planet of the Dead.
Planet of the Dead.
Yeah.
I like Army of the Dead myself, so I'm happy with that.
It was all right. I'm excited to see another one.
Is Zack Snyder doing it?
I think so.
I'm watching Captain Scarlet right now. It's excellent.
Very cool. Funny coincidence.
Yeah. I thought that was the same person saying it, but they're not. It is a coincidence. Favorite scene in Wolf of Wall Street, I think the chest thump scene with Matthew McConaughey. It is a good scene, but yeah, I've got to go with the one with the drugs kicking at the end, and they're just going off. You don't know where they are.
Yeah, it kills. I still like the bit where they're just talking, playing pool at a party, and Jonah Hill's drugs kick in, and he's just on the table going, Steve Madsen.
How good's Jonah Hill in that movie?
Yeah, so good.
It's a brilliant film.
Yeah.
Sorry, Jane. We are nearly at the end, mate.
Oh, that's all right.
Glad you like Christopher Lee. Yeah, Alan's a big fan of him. He is absolutely legend, especially when he starred in the Hammer films with Peter Cushing.
Yeah. Love Peter Cushing as well. Like, because I've got 2 films with them in now: the Hound of Baskerville and the Horror Express. And
yeah, they're both bad, aren't they?
Because I think, I could be wrong, I think George Lucas tried to get Christopher Lee to play the part of Tarkin in Star Wars, but obviously then Peter Cushing done it. So then when he was making the prequels, he was like, right, got to get Christopher Lee in somewhere.
Oh, yeah. Is that Horror Express all take place on a train?
Yeah.
I've got a thing for films that take place on a train. I don't know why. They're enjoyable.
It's a good time. It's a dated horror film now, but it's fun. It's a fun film.
Yeah. I haven't seen many of them Hammer films at all, to be honest. But I know Alan's a big fan of them. So.
I've only seen a handful, but the ones I've seen I really like.
Movies and Train Studios. Hello, mate. Thanks so much for coming along. Wesley Snipes and Ron Perlman own their own Braid and Hellboy, just like how Hugh Jackman and Robert Downey Jr. own the roles of Wolverine and Rob. Yeah, to be honest, yeah, I'll agree with that. To be honest, yeah.
I think I've always been a bit up and down with the whole Wolverine thing because I love Hugh Jackman as Wolverine. He's so good, but he isn't very comic accurate. Wolverine's like a little small guy. Just pouncing on people. Big bloke.
Well, if they cast Wolverine in the MCU again, who would you want it to be?
Oh, I don't know. I did like the idea of Taron Egerton. So we'll see. We'll see.
It's coming anyway. I think it's gonna happen. So
yeah.
AJ's Movie Place. Hello, AJ. Thanks so much for coming along. Watched your video the other day. Why you're not excited for the Batman? I see some of your points there, mate. But I am very excited for it myself.
Yeah, no, I haven't got around to that video yet, AJ. But you got a lot of videos. I've got a lot of catching up to do on your channel.
There's just so many channels, isn't there nowadays?
Oh, so many.
I feel bad when I don't like comment on some people's, but sometimes I'm watching it on my TV or I'm listening to it as like a podcast type thing. And
I'm terrible with commenting because I do watch a lot of people's videos in the community, but I just don't always comment because I'll have it on in the background and then the video will automatically go on to someone else's.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I mean, like sometimes it's just really easy to listen to it like as a podcast if you're doing something in the back. Like if I'm cooking a tea or something or making me lunch for the work, I will put a video on in the background, and it just skips to the next one sometimes. So
that's exactly what I'm like as well.
Tonight I'm watching the original Poltergeist. What do you guys think of it? It's okay. It's okay. I don't mind it. I'd give it like a 3 out of 5.
I haven't seen it. So maybe when I will get round to it at some point.
Steven Spielberg heavily was involved with the production of it, so I know you're a Spielberg fan, aren't you?
Yeah.
We've only got 3 comments here left, James. Sorry, meant to say Iron Man. Yeah, I knew what you meant there, Joe. Question for Movie Bug: which movie? To be honest, I don't think you could replace Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man at the minute.
Oh no, he's perfect. RDJ's perfect. Yeah.
We're both with you there, Drew.
Yeah.
Question for Movie Bug: which do you think is the worst Fantastic Four, 2015 or Justice League?
I'm gonna go Justice League purely because the Justice League should be amazing, and that 2017 film was so bad. It had no excuse to be bad in the first place.
Fair enough. I haven't seen that Justice League 2017. I've seen Zack Snyder's, but I put a little teaser on my Instagram the other day. It's just Batman looking up to the sky with the movie worm sign. Because what I'm going to be doing is watching and reviewing every single Batman film, and I'm going to rank them all at the end. But I think I'm going to have to watch Justice League as one of them. Good
luck. It's a piece of shit.
Especially now I've seen Zack Snyder's one. I don't even watch it. Want to watch it at all. So.
It's incredible how much better Snyder's version is.
But I haven't seen Fantastic Four 2015. I've seen the other 2.
It's not very good.
There's some characters I would like to see in the MCU.
Oh yeah.
Are you guys looking forward to June Part 2? We have spoke about this earlier on video. Yeah, I am. I think Jane's looking forward to it a little bit more than me, but I'm up for it. I'm going to definitely rewatch it, and I think it might get me more excited. So
yeah, I think I'm actually going to pick the 4K up of the first one.
Yeah, that's when I'll rewatch it. I won't go to cinema again, I don't think.
No, yeah. Same.
Thanks for watching. Not knocking Batman, just can't get excited. It may be the best Batman ever. However, I do wish Affleck got the opportunity to go solo.
I really agree. Even though I'm super excited for this film, Affleck was so good as Batman. It's just a shame he wasn't put in the best movies. I think he was really well cast as Batman.
Yeah. I mean, I think people might look back in about 10 or 15 years ago, Affleck really should have got more time there, because I think after Michael Keaton, he's my favourite Batman, and I've only really liked him in one movie. So, I mean, because I didn't like Batman vs Superman, that movie at all. But he just suits the role in Justice League, I think.
Personally, he's my favourite Batman. He's just not in the best movies, unfortunately. I do like the Zack Snyder one, but you know, it's a shame for him. It really is.
Yeah. Hi, Movie Bug. It's worth mentioning that I have been commenting on your live streams, but for some reason I don't think you can see them.
Oh, on mine. Oh, Movie Bug. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know that. I will have.
I think you were having trouble with someone else the other day saying.
Yeah.
I think it was Jody Paul, wasn't it?
Yeah, Magpie Movies. Yeah, I don't know why. I really don't.
Probably just a YouTube error or something.
Yeah, maybe a glitch. I'll have a look into it though.
Yeah, thanks, mate. We're both well, thank you. Do you like Sin City 1? What are your thoughts on it? Love it? Yeah, big fan. Love the film.
I actually haven't seen it. It's one of those classics that I just haven't got around to.
Brilliant, James. Absolutely brilliant, mate. Okay, so we've got the comments have been coming, but we've got 2 more. What do you think is the worst live action Batman? I'm going to go with Batman vs Superman. Can't stand it. If that counts.
Worst live action Batman movie? Batman and Robin. Easy pick. Yeah.
I just hate Batman vs Superman. I think it's one of the worst movies ever.
I don't like it, but I'll take it over 2017 Justice League. I'll say that much.
I'm dreading this movie. I'm dreading it. I think George Clooney as Batman. Oh, if you're going in as worst Batman, yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Okay, that is it, everyone. We finally got to the end of the comments. So sorry we have to rush through the last ones there, but we've been doing this for 2 hours and 15 minutes. Thank you so much, James, for coming on the stream again.
Honestly, I was going to say, it doesn't feel like 2 hours, 15 minutes. It really don't. It's been a blast. Thank you for having me on, mate. It's always a pleasure. It's always a great time.
No worries. I really enjoyed it, and yeah, it did flow. It always flies. But thank you so much, everyone, for coming along to the stream. James, I know you all know who James is, but the off chance some of you don't know who he is, his link is down below. I always leave the guest link down below, so definitely give him a sub if you haven't already. But I'm sure you all know James by now. So thanks so much, everyone. I hope you all enjoyed the stream, and see you on the next one. Thanks, James, for coming along.
Oh, thank you.
Thanks, everyone. See you later.
See you guys.